Trillion.
And trillionettes.
Welcome back, y'all, to Truth Be Told Podcast, episode 148. It's your boy Big UU in this thing.
Yeah, catch your breath.
I'm trying to.
Riffa in this thing.
Riffa's in this thing. Black Todd,
Please, buddy.
I don't introduce myself. Come on now.
God damn. Niggas,
and Black Todd's in this.
Nigga said he introducing himself. Shit. Yes, Black Todd is in this thing as well. We appreciate everybody for joining us. Make sure you subscribe on all of the podcast apps that are out there. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. If you're on Apple Podcasts, please leave us a 5-star review. We're trying to move up in the ranks. I gotta say, I appreciate. We've been getting a lot of love on the podcast recently.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, we've been getting some comments on YouTube, but I would say that one of the more important comments, not to say everybody else's comments isn't important, but King Los came through and commented on a couple videos, and I was like, fuck, I hope I didn't say nothing fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he seemed like he was in good spirits. He also announced on the comments that he got some fire coming.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, that's right.
Exclusive.
You heard it here first,
Heard
nigga.
it on the Truth Be Told.
He didn't comment on y'all podcast telling y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Not that we know of.
Shit. Matter of fact, listen, I need to credit Hip Hop DX whenever you put that up. So shouts out to King Los, man.
Yeah, shouts out to him. Appreciate that.
We definitely appreciate that. And if you want to go leave a comment, you can go to trailmac.com/YouTube. It'll take you right to our YouTube channel to subscribe. We're definitely trying to get those subscriber numbers up.
Yeah. And go to Truth Be Told, or not Truth Be Told, go to trailmatic.com/merch and, help support the cause, get some merch, go buy a gift for somebody, just help support.
Right. Another thing too, for everybody that watches on YouTube, I'm gonna fall back off of doing clips. If you want to watch us on YouTube, you're gonna have to watch the episode in full. All right. You can go bounce around in the episode.
You have it in the show notes, right? Like time.
I do have timestamps, so it shouldn't be that hard for you to find the little pieces that you want. But just for a while right now, we just want to focus on people watching the videos in full. We want to get y'all used to seeing us on YouTube. So I'm not posting the audio of the podcast on YouTube anymore. I'm not posting the audio on Facebook anymore. But I did do a poll to see if we should upload the full video to Facebook. Mm-hmm. And 75% said yes, we should.
So I think we should then.
You think we should? I did a poll.
I'm gonna ride with the
little
75%.
IG clips too.
The IG clips, I'm kind of doing that a lot more as well. Just to kind of get the. But the funny thing about the IG clips is that it brings in a lot of other podcasters, which is weird because one, there's so many fucking podcasts out there. If I can read to you this. People that are followed that have podcasts and what their podcast is about, you'd be fucking mind blown. All right,
I bet.
It's just some things I'm just like, what? And some of it is pretty unique. I'm not gonna front.
Yeah.
I think there was one that's called "This Film Is Lit," but I think it's like lit like literature. But it's like based on like book movies or something.
I like what they did with that name, though.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's dope. That is dope.
That was pretty nice,
bro. There's some creative people out there. I gotta tip my cap to some of them. There's some weird ones out there too, though. Okay, some you're just like, yo, how's this gonna go past 3 episodes? You know what I'm saying?
You can't have one without the other. You gotta have good and bad, so then you can weed your way through the bad and get to the good.
Right. The podcast market is a little flooded. I will say that.
Yeah.
But most podcasts don't make it past like 10 episodes. You know what I'm saying? They do it for like 2 months and then they're just like, oh, this shit ain't working, and they stop. And they just never really build an audience. So for everybody that is ours has been here since day one. I don't know if everybody that's been listening to us from day one is still on here, but if you have been, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you to the max.
Real talk. I got a quick question though. There's a couple things I got to talk about, but I got to go into this real quick. I'm asking y'all on the podcast because I really want the Trings to hear this from y'all's mouth. Why do y'all do this podcast?
Okay,
that's a very good question.
Yeah, I know.
Why do I do?
Yo, because listen, y'all have been here. Y'all have been here every week.
Yeah.
Black Todd came a lot later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he came later.
But I really want to know, like, why do y'all do the podcast? Why do y'all come here?
I love hip hop and the culture, you know, and I like still being in tune with it in some way, and I'm not always in tune with it by myself, but I know you are, and I definitely know, you know, is a lot more. And Black Todd.
Okay. Man of many names. It's
right.
Good.
No. But yeah, I mean I get a lot from y'all as well. And you know, and a few other friends I talk to and shit, but because I have friends, you know, I talk to a few younger people and then, you know, that I know, and then, you know, people my age. So I mean I get a little feedback from everything, but all in all, I get most of it out of it here, and I had the, you know, more in-depth conversations about it here. So, you know, it's not like being a washed rapper. You know what I'm saying? Being what we are,
a washed underground rapper.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
a different breed, nigga.
Let's be direct. Let's get it right. No.
Right.
But yeah, being that, it's like still want to be a part of it in a sense, you know.
Right.
And shit. When you kind of ask, you know, when you're like, hey, what you think about doing this? I was like, hell yeah, I'm down to do that shit. Because, yeah, like I always said, we've did this shit for years without recording. You know,
right?
Had conversations about what's going on in hip hop and just the industry and just whatever, you know, and long conversations, chilling, you know, whatever. And,
in your garage,
yeah, chilling in my garage, kicking it. Hell, sometimes it would be phone calls. Like when you was overseas and shit, and then you call, end up talking to you.
Oh shit, was I talking to you about shit? I was out here. All right, I was out
making them long distance phone calls,
talking about hip hop and shit.
Yeah,
all right.
But yeah, you know, shit like that is like when you asked, I was like, we've been doing this since day one. I was like, might as well just record it now and give it to the public, give it to the trillions.
Right. What about you, Black Todd?
Well, let's see. I joined y'all. Y'all were a good 100 in already, I think.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Maybe 120.
Yeah.
We're up there.
It's about something like that.
Yeah.
For me, though, you know, it's kind of like he was just saying, a lot of these conversations me and you were having anyway, you know, I don't know, trillions know, me and you work in the same building. So we're having a lot of these conversations anyway. So, you know, I figure why not? Y'all, I'm a heavy podcast consumer myself anyway. So I was familiar, you know, with that form of media. And so when you told me that you had your own, I figured why not? You know, you hang out with some of your friends. We're having a conversation anyway. Why not put it out there? Mm-hmm. See what it's worth, you know, and it's interesting. We've had, you know, some interesting conversations on here, off here. You get some challenges on some other points you maybe didn't think of or just straight disagree with.
Right.
One of these days we'll see if I start putting my hot takes on there. We never record those. Yeah. But trust Trillions, I stress you out.
He be saying some shit,
some wild
off
shit.
This podcast that'll get him shot in real life.
I stress this dude the fuck out. But you know, it's just something, man. It's a good time, you know, and I figure, you know, why not contribute to the product anyway? Like you said, we're already having the conversation. Why not do something with it?
Right. Yeah, man. I kind of.
What makes you roll out of bed and come do this?
This is a weird episode to be talking about this, and it just kind of came to my head because I just been kind of, you know, like, thinking deeply. You know what I'm saying about like 2019 and everything that I want to do. And
is this the last episode?
No, it sounds like it, right?
All right, guys. I appreciate everything y'all done.
This sounds like the episode when you sold out. You know what I'm saying? You sold the whole podcast. We sold the company. We finally sold the Apple Music, nigga. All right, shit. Nah. I mean, I've always liked hip hop, bro. It's always been like a thing that I talked about, man. There's some of my friends that ain't here, man. That's not alive. Like one of my friends, Aaron. That's all we talked about. I'll never forget, like, you know, even though I rapped or whatever, I was still like deep in just everything that was going on in the culture. I remember one time I had asked him, I was like, yo, you read Double XL? And this is like way back when magazines were still popping. Yeah. He was like, hell yeah, nigga. And I was like, word. And he was like, yeah, man, he's like, man, sometimes it's the only shit that I get to escape from like reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just, that kind of stuck with me, that there's like people that like really are into like the culture, every little piece and every little part of it. You know what I'm saying? I know that there's a split right now between the age groups of it. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like there's people that are like me, that are out there that like the new, they like the old, they like, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to build a bridge.
Right. They can find the best of every era and enjoy.
Every
you know
genre
what I'm saying?
and every subdivision of hip hop and
Right.
every piece aspect.
I enjoy having the conversations on hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, the barbershop talks. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to everybody that's joining us on this journey.
Oh yeah, hell yeah!
You know
Appreciate y'all.
I appreciate y'all too, because listen, I know Monday nights niggas be tired.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know, I know it's like the ass.
Not
Tuesday's a long ass fucking day, dog.
Not count Riffa.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Let's get on to some.
And we would never, without this, we would have never thought of Jenkins' Good Word.
I swear to God, I was going through the old episodes and I seen the birth of Jenkins' Good Word, and I was like, that was a good one. Go listen to that episode, y'all. The birth of Jenkins' Good Word.
You know, speaking of birth,
like 144, I think.
Yeah,
it's funny. I also think that the birth of Black Todd is kind of funny.
Oh yeah,
for being like a
right.
fictional statistician to a real statistician to an on the mic voice.
So let's we'll go ahead and expose that now. Since we're being all up in front. So when we started this podcast, it was just me and Riffa, and we didn't have video. Yeah. Right? We didn't have video. So
that's why we could do this.
Yeah, right. So when we needed to look up shit, we would just we point at a fictional person in the room and say, Todd, pull that up. But
Todd.
It was just us fucking pulling this shit up. And then eventually
thanks, Todd.
Yeah.
Go pour up some yak.
Yeah,
go pour up some Hennessy.
That's what he did.
It's true.
You earned it.
Yeah. And actually it's funny since we just putting everything out there. I was listening to the podcast. You know, when I met UU, was like, hey, you should check out Truth Be Told podcast. I said, no problem. I listen to all of them anyway. So I was a regular listener too. And that's how I found out about Black Todd.
Right.
Then he said, hey man, you should get on with me. You should get on with me. I say, hey, y'all should let me be Black Todd.
Right.
Become the persona.
He said, no problem. You can look stuff up for us.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
That's the story.
Y'all get some behind the scenes shit. We got so many other topics to discuss, but I know a lot of people are like, oh, okay, this is starting to make a little sense. So hopefully that like clears up some
clarification for y'all.
Clarifications that people that came in a lot later.
Hey, maybe later 2019 we get Black Todd on camera too. We'll see.
Holy shit! Exclusive. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
The episode's gonna be like a Soprano, the end of Soprano, where it's like, all right, guys, I'm coming. And right as he walks out, the screen goes black.
It's like, yo, the fuck?
What just happened?
Fuck this podcast.
The podcast all videos fails. You can just hear him still talking.
Right.
What the fuck?
We definitely have fun with it now, though.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to y'all, man. So yeah, listen, Dallas played. We have to talk about this because I was on video last week with the snow cap. But peep this, right? So I went to Denton this weekend. I just went for like a little weekend getaway. Okay,
yeah.
In Denton. I'm there with my people.
Nice.
Okay, I was there with my fellow Dallas Cowboy nation.
Yeah.
All right. Everywhere I went, everybody was rocking the Cowboy shit. I went to, I don't know what the bowling alley was. They had this big fucking screen watching the Cowboys game, and which was right around the corner from the hotel, anyways. But I was in my element. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this is where you want to watch the fucking divisional playoffs.
Amongst others, everyone's like, the vibe is
the energy. It was like when Goku does the spirit bomb. It was like that, but with Cowboys fans.
This is before.
Right, this is before. Of course, it went to shit.
Yeah, and that energy went to shit probably too.
Yeah, that shit was. You know what, man? Listen, fuck Jason Garrett.
Just flat out there. That's I heard a lot of people saying that shit already. He's probably gone.
You know what? Listen, if he would have won, everybody wouldn't say fuck Jason Garrett. I think some people probably would still say it, but the reason I say fuck Jason Garrett is I'm watching this shit. You see Zeke, the run game is not being established. It's not popping.
Yeah.
They don't switch. They don't say, you know what? It's time for a fucking shootout. Let's put Dak out there and throw that ball. But you know why they won't do it? Because Dak isn't that accurate. He couldn't make. You've been calling that. He could not handle doing a shootout with a good court. He couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be. He would throw interceptions. It'd be all kinds of
force things. He'd force shit. Yeah.
Now, whenever they have a good run game, Dak has a little bit more options. He has a little more time. You know what I'm saying? He can do things. But whenever
opens the field,
right? It opens the field. You know what I'm saying? It does. Run, really that's what the run is supposed to do. Yep. You know what I'm saying? It gives you more downs. It gives you time to run down the clock. Possession. But makes
that defense think they may run it, so then they're kind of cautious and they're not falling back and not playing the same way. Yeah.
Right. It opens the field up. But I think that they didn't make the switch, and they lost because of it. And I think that has solely to do with Jason Garrett.
They tried to make a comeback, but it was already too late.
It was already way too late, man. When St. Louis got that Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, Los Angeles.
When they got that last touchdown, I was like, oh yeah, it's a fucking wrap.
Yeah. I mean, y'all came within 8 again. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, y'all were within 8, and that's a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Still doable, but yeah, once they got the ball back, it was like it's over.
It's fucking BS.
So like I told him, like I know, there was a lot of wet pillows that night.
Listen, I know I just told you thank you for being on the podcast, but I will break this fucking microphone on your head, bro. Okay,
I gotta soak this in and enjoy it because you were dogging my Niners. So
I did dog your Niners.
I heard
you're gonna watch the Super Bowl the same way my Niners are now. So
I was reading the Niners might get Antonio Brown.
They probably will.
It's a good chance. And that's a good look. Pickup. Now, the thing is, we just need to make sure Garoppolo stays healthy all year. We lose him again at the beginning of the year, the beginning of the season. It's like losing a Drew Brees or losing your starter. You know what I'm saying? The person you're invested in, right. And the whole team becomes a little bit broken because they got to now invest in someone new when they were already invested in someone else, and it just ain't the same. Yeah, it's not the same. So that's why the season
a lot of shit
down.
up, man. Yeah.
So, I knew the season would go that way. Once that happened, I was like, yeah, this is going to be a bad season. I mean, anyone would call that on their team. But
sometimes, sometimes they be going for bad seasons.
Yeah. Well,
don't be fooled. They be like, yo, season, but fuck it, let's let this one out. Let's let this one out.
This one was real. No, the thing is, if they're going to pretty much sit it out and take it as a bad season, I wanted that number 1 draft pick.
Right. No, I feel you.
But, they had to win some games, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, they had to play good sometime, I guess.
Well, I guess it's going to be the Patriots and...
Pump your brakes. It's going to be Chiefs and New Orleans.
Oh, you're talking about it in the Super Bowl.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I thought you were talking about
I was just going to the Final Four. Who y'all got?
As long as it's not the Pats, I will be okay.
Thank you.
I just don't want New Orleans.
And I can't stand Tom Brady and the Patriots.
I don't like New Orleans.
No, I know.
No,
it's not that I like New Orleans because I'm not a big fan of New Orleans. I like Drew Brees. He's from Austin.
I don't like
Texas boy.
Fuck him.
Yeah. No, thank you.
No, I just don't like New Orleans because they're one of the, I feel like there's kind of a rival with the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? It's always kind of like you never know who's gonna come out of that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they be getting us, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember one year they had Sean Payton, and Sean Payton just tore our asses up, and I just had like a bad taste in my mouth with the Saints ever since. You had all these fake ass Saints fans that popped up. I was like, man, get the fuck out. I only knew one true Saints fan that was there when they were wearing the bags on his head.
No, they weren't fake fans. They were all the people that came from Louisiana.
No. All the people that was wearing bags on their heads, they finally took them off. Oh, hey. Shit, don't. We didn't forget about that shit.
I do remember.
Cowboys fan would never. I don't give a fuck if we went 0-16. You ain't gonna never wear a bag over our fucking head. All right, shit, it got me fucked up. I should get my Cowboy shit right now.
They're like, I don't want to be seen.
Right? Yeah, but fuck that.
Nah, I mean, I wouldn't mind like Black Todd said. I wouldn't mind if any of the other 3 teams win. Chiefs, LA Rams, or New Orleans.
I hope Chiefs get it over the Patriots, but The Tom Brady. He's just I don't know. I think he's gonna pull.
We just know Tom.
I hope he doesn't get another fucking touchdown for another fucking Super Bowl, dog.
He may.
It's gonna be disgusting.
He may.
Why? What? Why?
Why? Because he's solidifying that whole greatest of all time now.
Stop.
There's people still questioning if he is. Like, I'm not. I'm one that's like, still he has a lot of this.
He is, but fuck him.
I don't know. I still got. I look at like the whole. It's hard to call that greatest of all time because different eras, different time, different.
Bro, it's nobody been able to do this shit.
Yeah, well, nobody's been able to do it because everything has gotten like better. Athletes in the whole have gotten better at everything in every sport, the craft and like the skill.
Of course, it is how it evolves. But that's what makes it.
So for the
skill
makes it
of harder.
other age time, time frames. You know what I'm saying? People were great for that time. You know what I'm saying?
But anybody was great enough to get 7, if he wins, that'd be 7 Super Bowls.
Oh, no one has done it. No one has fucking
what
done
is that, like 10, 15
it.
years?
That sounds like...
That's out of this fucking world.
That sounds like somebody that plays in the NBA. That sounds like someone who should brag about
That's what I'm saying.
I've got 8 championships or 7 in the NBA.
Don't even talk 8 championships in the air for fucking Tom Brady's ass. All right. I just hate Bill Belichick because he doesn't smile at all for the whole fucking season. And then when he wins, he kind of smirks a little bit.
His smirk is monotone. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you play defense.
Yeah, Brady
has, like clean cut. Like she's like
Brady has 5.
We played the game.
Yeah, well,
that was it.
That's what happens when you play football.
This is why Tom Brady has 5
stated
rings.
The obvious, Captain
and
Obvious.
Was the MVP in 4 of them.
Tom Brady was MVP in 4?
4 of the game and has 5 rings total.
He got 5 rings?
Yeah.
But they won 6 times, didn't they?
I think it's just the 5. There's been other ones.
It is 5. You're right. It is 5.
Where they still went, they just lost.
Yeah. No. They lost to the Giants twice.
You're right. They got 5 because Steelers has 6.
Yeah.
Cowboys, 49ers, and Patriots got 5.
Yeah, that's like Pittsburgh's thing. They, the one for the other hand. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I know you've seen the shirts.
Cut this shit off.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Just cut the whole podcast off.
And that's why they're
Steelers.
out. And that's why they're out.
No, real talk. So I asked y'all in the group chat. I was having a debate. Have y'all ever gonna go watch a movie twice?
Yes.
The same movie twice.
Have I ever gone to see the same movie twice in a theater?
Yeah. Somebody's arguing me that why would you do that? Because I went to go see Aquaman again.
Oh, you did?
Okay. Yeah, but this time I went to the Draft House. You ever been to the Alamo Draft House?
Oh, okay.
Y'all ever been to those?
You're drinking while you were watching.
A little bit.
Yeah. Got to.
Hey, man, I was having a weekend
I do that in every theater. Okay.
Yeah, you do bring your own alcohol.
Who wouldn't?
All right. Yeah. Get them, feds.
Yeah.
We got them.
Come get me.
We got them.
Come get me.
Right.
It wasn't until that I answered you that I realized it was all Marvel ones as I was naming them back.
Right now, all the movies you've gotten twice?
Yeah.
You know a movie I've seen twice? No, I've seen 3 times. Independence Day. When it came out. Yes. Wow. 3 times. All right. Because I wanted to share this experience with everybody. So I told everybody, like, yo, you gotta watch it. I'll watch it again.
And okay, now you said that was all the times I did it twice or 3 times, whatever. That was why. Like, I had seen it. There was with someone, like, I haven't seen it. I was like, I'll go again.
Yeah, I'll go again. Fuck it.
Yeah,
you know
see, I did that with Batman v Superman, Justice League, Wonder Woman, and like I did that shit with the Lord of the Rings.
Ooh. You know what? I did do that with the Return of the King.
And I did that with.
Ain't no way.
I've seen all 3 back when they first came out, but then they did a special viewing like years later. Like anniversary, they did a special of the whole thing? The whole, like the 3-hour ones, like the extended cuts from each of them.
Well, you would have seen all of them?
Each week they did with different ones.
Okay, so they did it each week. I was about to say, God damn, you have to be there the whole fucking day.
Although I have done that at my house.
At the house,
yeah, with the extended cut. I did that shit. Like,
I did that with my chick.
One day I just was like, I'm gonna watch all these motherfuckers back to back.
So they were hating on you saying 10 hours. Twice?
Yes, yeah. It was actually Dragon Ball T. She's like, I never heard anybody doing that, and I was like, you never heard anybody go to a movie theater, to the movies, to go see a movie, the same movie twice.
See,
you
my
never
girl don't,
heard this shit.
She's like, after seeing a movie, you understand. Like, yeah, when you watch it again, you see things you didn't notice the first time, and the third time you see things you didn't notice the first 2 times.
Right.
Like,
it's
the way
exciting
it
with certain movies because like you know what's coming, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
to see the excitement of the people you with,
Right.
You know what's coming, and they don't.
So it was my chick, and so that the scene in Aquaman where they're in the trenches and
They're about to go off that wave.
he dives all the way down with the flare.
Yeah.
And all the
mirror.
fucking things that follow. She was in the sea. She was like, "Oh my god."
She thought
She was like, "It's so many of them."
That was a shit.
Yeah,
there was a lot of them.
It was a
a
lot.
shitload
It
of
went from like
trenches.
6 people fighting on the boat. I said, "Oh shit!"
I know. I was like, wait a minute. It's like 2 of them, right? And then it was like 5, and I was like, "Yo,
He can take
where'd they
this.
come from?" And then it was like 12, and then when they jumped into the water, it was like 40 of them.
Shit,
I was like,
it was
"What the fuck is going on?"
Shit, I thought it was hundreds.
Yeah, no,
You're
this
right,
was
because
every
when they were
fucking
fighting,
where.
I was like, okay, I'm like, all right, he got this. There's like 1 or 2 up there. He'll be
Yeah.
okay though.
Yeah.
Then he dove. I said, oh.
I said, "Oh shit!
Hurry up and dive."
Is that millions? It looks like
Yeah.
millions."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the best scenes in the movie.
Okay,
Going
that
back
was
seeing it the
dope-ass
second
scene.
time.
That was like the
Yeah,
you
that
know
was
what?
one of the
'Cause that's
best
where
scenes in the
James Wan thrives in like the horror aspect of movies, and that was like the horror part of
right.
horror part of.
It was
Aquaman.
with some movies, if you see it a second time, you can really enjoy it. Like the first time, you're a little bit
too.
stressed out because you
Not
really know
knowing.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right,
So you're
right.
like, you're a little on edge. Just
Right.
like sometimes the second time you can really enjoy it.
Yeah. No, I definitely enjoyed it the second time. The CG was
point.
the CG was like pretty fucking fire.
Fucking real good, yeah.
I seen because they got these little fucking haters that I think Marvel paid these people. But one guy was like, it's like this is a horrible movie. It's like 90% CG, and I'm like, bitch, they're under fucking water.
Yeah, what these,
They're in the ocean.
There was no other
What the fuck
option.
did you want niggas to do? Just breathe underwater?
And what did they say about Guardians of the Galaxy? You know, it's in space. Same difference. You're gonna be CGing the whole fucking
Yeah,
thing.
they didn't say shit about that either. Yeah,
Of course not.
a lot of the characters were just pure CG.
Yeah,
You know
I mean,
what
a
I'm
lot of
saying?
these movies. I mean, superhero
So I'm saying it's a
movies.
superhero movie.
They're doing shit we really can't do.
They said, "Oh, the costumes were," and I was like, "Nigga, they're superhero." If y'all don't get the fuck out
Are
of my
you
face,
serious?
dog.
To be
Yes,
honest-
they was hating on
hold
this
up.
shit.
The costumes, that movie probably has the most authentic costume
To the comic, right?
to comic than any other comic movie.
Right.
Like, I mean, like that shit was. I've heard Marvel people saying that shit online. Like
They said the
saying, like,
costumes
that
were
shit. I
cheesy.
gotta give it up. Their
Nigga,
costume
Captain
was perfect.
America's costume wasn't cheesy.
Fuck yeah, it is.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
stupid hat he used to wear.
That-
I'm
the
saying,
helmet
shit was
mask.
I'm so glad he
cheesy.
let that shit go.
Fuck
The
yeah.
blue and shit, that's cheesy. I know that's what I'm saying. It's these people.
Although that was
they are
authentic.
paid by fucking Disney to talk shit about this movie, bro.
You might be onto
Definitely.
something because that's a bit ridiculous.
They're
It
being
goes
hella
back-
ridiculous.
It goes back and forth because when Marvel comes, the DC fanboys come out and do the same
The
shit.
fanboys, I don't mind the fanboys saying whatever, but it's these people that work for these fucking companies, that work for these blogs and these websites or whatever,
so they-
saying shit. The ones that have like a lot of influence.
Yes,
I'm like,
yes, there you go. I hate those.
dog, okay, y'all, I know y'all have built relationships just over time,
Yeah,
right?
with-
Because
with-
Marvel's been doing it for like
yeah.
10 years, right?
They want that free screening.
That's what I'm saying. It's like and Marvel hasn't had any competition for so long,
Yeah.
and so now you got
Competition.
legit competition, and then you want to shit on it. Fuck y'all.
Which it hit the billion mark worldwide.
Of course, it was going to.
Yeah.
It was
I'm
well
happy
on
it
its
did.
way of doing it, and it did that shit pretty fucking quick.
No, it did. I'm happy it did. I'm happy
It
it
was
did.
well deserved by DC because DC's taken a lot of fucking shit. You know, they've taken a lot of shit from just the universe unfolding the way it did, and just people not liking certain directors, you know, or just whatever. You know, it's too dark, whatever. It's just they've gotten so much shit that they needed. I mean, of course, Wonder Woman was the exception, but it was also not the kind. Not it wasn't Aquaman. You know what I'm saying? It was a different kind of slower build up movie where, you know, it was great, but even the CG in that movie wasn't as crisp as Aquaman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like with Ares and all that shit, like it was good. It, not to say it was bad, it was good, but it wasn't great. Like Aquaman took it to a whole nother level.
Right.
Definitely. And
Right.
I'm happy for DC.
Right.
Especially being a DC.
It's what's even crazier. I went and watched the scene of back on Justice League
Yeah.
when they kind of fought underwater for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
And I was like, damn, this scene looks kind of trash.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They said they completely got rid of the whole having to be able to talk in a bubble because they said they wanted to just.
Yeah, that was one thing I noticed too. I was just like, okay, so here they weren't even talking underwater. You know what I'm saying? But in Aquaman, they were talking underwater.
James Wan said he wanted to take it a whole nother level. He said I wasn't going to make my movie where every conversation had to have a bubble. You know what I'm saying? Like because there's going to be not all dialogue in the movie, so it's like you're going to have air bubbles all over. It's like he's like, I ain't doing that shit. He's like, I'm going to do it to where they have the ability to talk underwater,
right? And
and their hair still flows with the water, and everything. It's great.
Yeah,
it
was great.
Great idea to do that.
Aquaman. Shouts out to DC. They're in the right direction.
James Wan. Shout out to him.
One thing real quick, I was reading on about Marvel. They were saying that Black Widow, her movie. Mm-hmm. I think it's supposed to come out 2020. Yeah, might be the first MCU movie rated R.
I seen that too.
It's because her backstory. It's supposed to be like a backstory.
Yeah,
and her shit's pretty dark.
I support it. I mean, they mentioned how because Fox had X-Men and stuff, so they were saying how Deadpool was rated R and Logan was too, and I thought those were really good.
Like yeah, they're real good.
So I don't see why not. It's not gonna hurt their viewership. People gonna take the kids to see it anyway. It's not gonna hurt the numbers.
The reason why they're in talks with it, yeah, we'll see what happens because it's a Disney still, and Disney doesn't like putting that rated R stamp on their shit.
Well, it depends because I think a lot of those kids that started watching her are adults now.
They're old enough now.
Yeah, they're old enough.
They may go in that direction because of that. They may.
Right, but these new kids, you can't. These niggas can't come.
Yeah, they may not. It's probably gonna be more of an adult type film, anyways. Yeah. Like Black Widow background.
I'm down with it.
Assassin.
Yeah, I'm definitely here for it.
Yeah, I like rated R shit.
A lot of people have been like wanting this to be made from the get go. She's like been looked over for the longest. Like everyone's like, well, why ain't she getting her own movie? She's been with the Marvel universe since the beginning, and y'all just skipped up on her, and y'all got over this.
That's what I'm saying. Marvel,
Captain Marvel come in, and
right? Marvel, they kind of missed the mark with the whole woman superhero thing. You know what I'm saying? And DC's gonna fucking kill it. They haven't even really gotten started yet.
They're about to,
but they're about to fucking take it over with that woman shit.
Yeah.
So shouts out to DC. DC gonna come out on. I honestly believe this. Is what I honestly believe. In a couple years, maybe 5 or 6 years, you're gonna see a decline in Marvel, and you're gonna see an uptick in DC.
And you think it's also gonna? You think it's gonna be because the next phase of Marvel is gonna have so many different characters?
Yes.
People are gonna be like,
yes,
they're obscure. People are like, who are they? Who's this?
It's gonna be all
Tony Stark and Iron Man have been carrying this on their back for a long ass time,
bro.
He's been talking about Captain America, movies, the Avengers, and cameos and all the other ones.
Right. Yeah. All that. Once that dies out and they bring in like a new wave, I just don't see people being now. They may if they get X-Men and all that shit is
Four and all that involved.
We may see an empire. Okay, start. But if none of that really falls through and it just goes, how I think they're going, DC's gonna take it over.
I was seeing some shit that they're doing a Loki TV show.
They are. They're doing a Loki TV show and they're doing somebody else is getting a TV show too. I forget.
Silver Surfer. No, I heard some shit.
Silver Surfer? No, it's another Marvel character.
They're going to be doing some Silver Surfer shit, so I'm wondering if that's the one.
But peep this out. They're doing a Lord of the Rings TV show too.
Really?
Peter Jackson. Yeah, not Lord of the Rings, but like in the same world.
In the same world.
Yeah. And I think the reason that they're doing it is because I don't know what it's based off of, but I think the reason they're doing it is because they seen how fire Game of Thrones was.
And they kind of set it off.
And that's what I'm saying. There will be no Game of Thrones without Lord of the Rings. I'm just saying.
They're really
and Lord of the Rings the last season, they're going to have 2-hour episodes, which means it's Lord of the Rings crap.
Fuck out of here.
And I watched Game of Thrones, but this Dude, I'm telling you what, I sat down and said, man, let me go watch this. Let me go watch this so I can go ahead and give them this critique again, this time with some, substance to what I'm saying. And I saw the runtime. I said, nope, not going to happen.
For Game of Thrones?
No, Lord of the Rings.
For the part 1?
I'm caught
part
up on
2 or
Game
part
of
3?
Thrones.
Bro,
I'm talking about it's like 3 hours and 48 minutes. I said, nope, not
there's
today.
no 3 hour and 48 minute movie
Nope.
for Lord of the Rings.
Yep,
all right,
that's what it said.
It's
You lying.
I Googled, I
and
said,
some
how long is
change.
the movie? It said, all damn day.
All damn day.
I said, nope,
It said
that's
all
not
damn
happening.
day.
yo, shut the fuck up,
I
dog.
said, nope.
He said all damn day. Nah, dog, fuck that. Let's get into this hip hop, man.
Hey man, I got 2 on this days.
Okay, yeah, let's hear what we got for on this day.
One we're cheating a little bit. It was the day before, but it was again solid. And
He went live.
That shit. Wait a
I know I wasn't lying.
Wait, that shit-
What it
that
say?
shit-
It said all damn day,
bro,
3 hours, 48 minutes.
bro, that must be like an extended
no,
cut.
that's the one I watched.
Ain't
in
no
the
extended
theater.
cut. The shit's just too
No,
long.
it is. That's the extended
It's an extended cut,
Yeah, that
right?
is the extended cut.
Because
Because
the
the original
original
one is under 3.
It's under 3, right?
Like
I
right
remember
under
that.
3. Right under
Listen.
3.
That's just the first part of the movie.
Or it might be at 3.
Nah, I wonder.
They
I
put that shit
don't
on-
think I've seen the extended cut.
They had to put it on
Fellowship
2
of the Ring.
discs.
Have you seen it, like extended cut of all of them? or
I've
none
seen
of
the
them?
extended cuts of the Hobbits.
Oh man,
Them shits is fire.
Yeah, you need
I was
to-
like, y'all cut this shit
You
out.
should see the fucking extended cuts of.
Wait a
Lord of
minute.
the
Wait.
Rings.
I'm gonna go
They
watch
got
it.
char-
So
they got
how many
characters
Lord of the
that
Rings
are
movies
fucking
are there?
like-
There's okay.
Three,
Listen,
and then
listen,
The Hobbit?
listen, Trillions,
Well, The Hobbit is a prequel.
Trillions. I just want to say I apologize because
We-
I feel like
yeah.
every week we've been bringing Lord of the Rings up on this fucking
Hey,
podcast.
Trillions, hey,
I'm just
Trillions,
gonna
look.
apologize to everybody right now. Listen, I know.
apologize.
Listen, I
They
know
need to
people
watch it
listening
too.
and like, yo, these niggas don't keep talking about this fucking Lord of the Rings. This is gonna be the last time we talk about it. Okay,
Trillions, I'm
Right.
with you.
listen.
We will-
Listen.
we will not start talking
Listen.
about Frodo Baggins.
It's 3 Lord of the Rings movies. Okay,
Okay.
those movies came. Those are supposed to be later. Okay, it's really based on The Hobbit. All right,
So I gotta watch that first.
you don't have to watch it first, and I would rather you not.
You actually, it's better
Okay?
not to.
Yeah. It's like when people be like, "Yo, I need to watch episode like the
Like,
Star Wars."
nah, don't do that.
Don't watch it in order because you're gonna be like, "The fuck." It's gonna go down with the
quality.
graphics and all. Yeah, it's just you know what I'm saying.
And not just that, I think the way they released it. You know,
Yeah, it's better to
there's-
get that
there's things-
story and then get it.
Because there's things that they mention and talk about in Lord of the Rings that happen in The Hobbit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To where then when you watch that and then you go back to like, that's what he was talking about. And then
Right.
it kind of fits it together.
Right.
The trolls and all
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah. No. You're right. Yeah.
I
But the funny thing was there was a cartoon movie of The Hobbit that came out,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't even know. And the cartoon movie at the time period when I was a kid was fire.
Fuck yeah.
All right. But it was funny because the cartoon movie was only like an hour and 10 minutes.
Reasonable.
Right. That's why I like when they were saying they would come out with 3 Hobbit movies. I was like, yo, y'all are really stretching the fuck out of
Yeah,
that.
they're really
you know what I'm
gonna-
saying?
yeah.
They really stretched that shit, but it was still good. I fucked with it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying?
fucked with it
But no, yeah, Lord of the Rings is first and then The Hobbit. You know what I'm saying? I will say this though. The Hobbit, I don't feel like The Hobbit had the magic that Lord of the Rings had, as far as like there's some magic with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And the Lord of
You know
the
what I'm
Rings
saying?
ain't
The Hobbit
have the
was
magic
just
that Harry Potter
continuing it.
had
Just
because it's a
carrying it.
quality franchise.
Nah, fuck that. All right.
What was
Yo,
that?
he said Harry Potter.
Well, come again? The what now? What was it?
So you said I let on
Say
bad
it, say it again? What was that? No.
Said I let on bad mood.
Right. Sorry, y'all, for the Lord of the Rings.
Anyway,
Lord of the
on
Rings
this day, 2005, we got Coach Carter.
Coach Carter came out.
Samuel L. Jackson.
I love that movie.
Motherfucker.
Classic.
13 years
You know, I
ago.
don't think he said motherfucker.
Unfortunately, he wanted to, and he
did.
probably
had
did.
to.
He probably did behind the scenes talking to the kids.
No, he said it, but they cut that scene out. It was like, that's not in the script.
Hey, the real Coach Carter
Sam?
was the real Coach Carter was there. He's like, I've never talked to my boys like that. Never. Like, yeah, motherfucker, for real.
He's a consultant.
Yeah.
That's actually, I would never actually say that, Sam.
And
I
then,
didn't speak like that, Samuel.
27 years ago, we got some fire. You know what it was?
27 years
27 years ago.
Good Lord.
ago? Flight of the Navigator.
Remember the time.
Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson?
You talking about the short video? Or
talking about the
the
short
long
movie?
video? Yeah, the short movie. That's what I meant. That's what I
You
meant.
were talking about a fire video.
Yo, you talking about a fire video that had the culture
Cameo
in it?
and had the cameos. Yeah.
The culture was in it, bro.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson,
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie
Eddie
Murphy.
Murphy.
Was Arsenio Hall in there too?
He's a similar.
And I forget who was playing his wife, but she I'm drawing a blank on her name. Lord have
No,
mercy.
yeah, the chick I forget, but she was in it too. Yeah, yeah. That was an amazing video.
It really was.
Yeah, when he did his little spin,
it turned into dust.
Yeah.
That was unheard of,
bro.
No, that was
industrial light and magic happening before our very eyes, nigga. Okay.
No, that was Michael Jackson letting us know Thanos' future.
See,
he knew he was ahead of the curve. He knew. He said, "We're all gonna turn to dust." Just spun and boom, went down.
Yeah, that was a classic video.
Can you believe that was 27 years ago?
Yeah, that is crazy. Wow,
that song still rides.
I have
still every time it comes
fucking
on,
have that album on cassette. I got that album on cassette when it came out.
Nice.
I was like, dangerous. Hell yeah, I'm dangerous.
Yeah, shouts out to Michael Jackson,
I got
the legend.
One other thing I was reading about. I don't know if y'all heard about the wall.
You talking about the wall?
I ain't talking about that shit.
Is there a movie
Wall?
called The Wall?
Hell no. That didn't get no playtime on this mic.
You talking about Off the Wall?
Nope. I'm talking about Samsung's newest thing that they unveiled.
They unveiled a wall?
It is
what a trash.
Presumed to be 8K, 219-inch television known as The Wall.
They call it The Wall?
The Wall.
That's crazy.
That's fire.
That's needed.
It is
8K. Is 8K needed?
No.
Honestly,
we haven't
8K
even caught
is
up
not
to 4K
needed
all the way, but
8K is not needed because
I can't even.
There's not even like you can't. What are you going to purchase?
Forget
an 8K?
the 8K. 219 inches.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's like 18 feet.
That's a fucking movie theater.
Is it 18 feet?
Good Lord.
Yo, did you exaggerate that?
No,
he
I'm
did
pretty
the
sure
math.
it's like
You know he did
just
the
over
math.
18 feet.
Shit, it is. Because 12 times 12 is 144. That's
Exactly.
12 feet. Shit.
And when you they measure TVs diagonally across. So if
Right,
you measure 18 feet. Anyone at home, go to one of your walls and measure diagonally and see how big it is. You'll be shocked by how big that
your wall might not be 18 feet. Fuck.
Exactly.
Your wall isn't 18 feet because this wall in here is like
No, that whole wall is
like
not 18
7
feet. That whole wall is not 18 feet.
maybe 7 feet.
If you went from bottom corner to top corner, you might get 12.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No.
Like from this corner to that corner.
Okay, you're talking
diagonal.
about it's like diagonal.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right about that. God damn, that's wild.
That's a big fucking TV.
Damn, I hate being poor.
That's like
It's probably gonna cost like $30,000.
You might as well just get a projector. Just back that motherfucker
That
up.
shit
and
ain't
make
gonna
the
be.
screen
That
bigger.
shit ain't gonna be as quality as that 8K though.
It ain't. You can get a HD or I think a 4K projector. I'm sure you can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well shit, man. I didn't know that.
I can say because right now you can get 4K in video games.
Mm-hmm.
They make 4K movies.
Yeah.
And certain things streaming on Netflix.
Yep.
Like there's some stuff on Netflix and some stuff like if you buy it straight from Apple or you're renting it, I can watch those in 4K. But like cable isn't there yet. Some YouTube videos are.
Yeah.
Shout out to Apple TV. Make life easy.
Oh shit! Shout out to Chromecast too. Shit. I don't got no 8K shit, so
Yeah.
I got the 4K though.
I'll just be poor. I don't even got. 2K.
I don't even got 4K either.
You said 2K?
Nigga, shit.
I think you do.
I don't. Okay, I don't.
I just got 1080p.
Yeah, I got 1080p too. All right, shit.
You gotta beat me. Huh? I got 1080p. You got 1080p too. Okay.
All right. We ready to get into these topics?
Yeah. Now that we've been recording for an hour,
we have
didn't talk about no music yet.
Yeah. We ain't talking about no music, but we about to get to this motherfucker.
Let's
This week
get
of
to
Boom
it.
Trap, nigga.
Boom.
Was that coming up?
That's coming up.
All right.
It is now. No.
Let's start with what's on everybody's mind, man. Tell us about Dreamville. What's going on?
Oh my goodness.
So-
Is it a dream? It was all a dream.
Dog, it sounds like it was like a hip hop dream.
Fuck yeah.
Just imagine like just being in there, even if you weren't like a.
I just want to be a fly on the
rapper.
wall. I
You
just
just
want to be a fly on the wall.
You just in there like rolling weed while everybody's talking. Like, yo,
I'll be
this
that
shit's
guy.
Wild.
I will be that guy.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Man, I'll be rolling it for everybody else too.
Just bringing everybody
Just
water.
let me.
Hey, you want water?
Just let me get a hit.
You good?
I'll be the water boy.
Crit, you want a water?
Water? Anybody need water?
What about you, Jid? You good?
I'm going on a food run. Who needs some
Reason.
food?
Hey, what's up, bro? Reason. Water?
I be having fun. Hey, Ross, you was some Wingstop?
Yeah. Ross, you want some pears?
Oh.
I thought you get kicked out for that one.
Well,
Whale.
Oh,
My bad. You know I'm fucking with you, wild. Like, hey.
It said whale.
Nah,
Oh,
do you remember when Kanye West was doing what was the album? Watch Your Throne?
Yeah.
Jay-Z? Where they rented out like a whole hotel floor and they had everybody
come in there
working in and out of the rooms. It was like RZA and
Everybody
Swiss
was in that
Beats
bitch,
and
yeah.
Pharrell. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like the same exact thing. Watch Your Throne ended up being a good album for the most part. I liked it. I think it changed like a lot in the culture. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of stuff that was added to the culture from that. I had never even heard of Black excellence. I had never used that. I hadn't heard that phrase used in the Black community until that song came out. They may have been using it before. I just don't remember it. All right. Yeah. Somebody can correct me. I'm pretty sure somebody will on YouTube. All right.
Oh, no, somebody's gonna
be like,
I've been saying that shit.
Actually, in 1917, the first shut up, nigga.
No one cares about your Googles.
Yeah. So, I got a feeling that this is the exact same thing is happening with this. That's what J. Cole is going for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What y'all
going
think?
for that vibe, that feel. Definitely. I mean, to have, I can't even name all the names. There's just so many motherfuckers. There's a lot of people and a lot of well-established people and people that are just like, that are respected in the game, you know, and to go and get a little bit from here and there, because it's like, it ain't just like one type of music or one, you know, age group. No, he's getting, you know, producers from here, a little
young guys
from there. You got rappers
guys
from this type, you know, music, this from that. It's like
people you would have never guessed he'd be working with.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't wait to hear. I mean, I have high hopes for this shit, and I hope I'm not let down. Cause yeah, that shit.
I just don't know if it's gonna be a like a Dreamville album. I know that they're gonna that music, the shit they create is gonna be spread out across. It's gonna like ripple. You know what I'm saying? Like way after it, because they probably gonna put out their little mixtape or whatever, and then somebody's solo is gonna drop, and it's gonna have shit that they created that they've been working on from that time. It's gonna spread out across probably this whole year. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's happening right now in this session. That's what I kind of predict, anyways.
I think this could also have, you know, a ripple effect outside of Dreamville. Because that article we were reading earlier said between artists and producers, there's some 70 odd people working on this. Think about this. You may have artists who are just both there and be like, hey man, we should work on something.
Right.
Or like, oh, I heard what you were doing. You know, we should try and do something. So this, who knows how far this is gonna go?
Yeah, that's how it all starts.
Because this is gonna have some people that are probably in the same room together that otherwise never would have been.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very
I agree.
good point. Very
like
good
Big
point.
K.R.I.T and Tay Keith.
Yes.
Tay Keith and anybody in the room, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, what may come to be because of this is some. It's basically like a hip hop seminar, and everyone's fucking
Summit.
Summit. You know, hip hop summit, and everybody's fucking making connections. You know, that's all they're doing is making connections. If they didn't have that connection, they got the connection now.
Exactly. And,
Right.
you know, we saw T.I. is taking this seriously.
T.I.'s taking
And
it so
it looks like other people have a little too much damn fun.
Yo, Reason is it. Let me tell you something. Reason is having the time of his life because Reason is like, he's just started. He just got signed to TDE, the probably the hottest label in rap right now. He's talented, and then all of a sudden he's just thrusted in here with like all of these dudes.
Great.
Ross, Wale, you know what I'm saying? Meek Mill, J. Cole, you know, Dreamville. You know what I'm saying? He's like in the place that he would need to be right now just to kind of, you know.
To grow, to go to the next level himself.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm pretty sure they were like, yo, take Reason with you. Yeah, take him to the hyperbolic time chamber. That's pretty much what it is, bro. Everybody's going in there like training.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what everybody's doing. Yeah. And 0 degree gravity.
Hey,
0 gravity.
you got T.I., then you got Ski Mask. you got Ross. Then you got, you know, someone else young in there. That we're like, okay, yeah.
Buddy.
We'll see. Buddy.
Yeah, Saba.
This shit gonna be crazy.
I'm interested in seeing that Saba's in there because I like Saba. You know what I'm saying? I like what he's doing. So
I feel like you're just sitting there very zen. I thought they might have put Saab at the kids' table with the other young artists. He's probably just
Shit.
he just shaking his head like,
kids' table.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
probably shaking his head like,
You can't sit here. Seats taken.
What do you got in your lunchbox?
I would definitely love to see who they got at the kids' table, who they got at the grown folks table.
Yo, JID's at the kids' table. That's funny.
Ross said, I'm at the head. Yeah. I'm at the head of the grown adult table.
Ross is like, you got me for an hour. But yeah, shout out to Dreamville though, man. We're excited. Everybody's excited. What else we got?
You were telling us some stuff about A Boogie.
With the hoodie.
So A Boogie,
with a hoodie. Crazy is this? He set the record for the least amount of albums sold for a number one album. With I believe it was 823 physical copies sold. But he was still number one.
Yeah, because why even sell physical copies at this point? Who's buying these shits?
Honestly,
I would if it was something I was really deep.
Honestly, if I were an artist, I would do streams and vinyl. That's it.
No.
Because that's the music nerds on the vinyl kick.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would do. I would think if I was an artist right now, I would definitely sell a vinyl with the digital download. Yeah. But I wouldn't even let you buy the album like digital download. You know, like you would get like a package and you pay like maybe like $35. Yeah. And it would come with like a little bit of merch, a little bit of
shirt, a vinyl with it.
Yeah, you get the whole package. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I would do if I was selling it right now. You know what I'm saying? But the CD is the thing that like bothers me because is it like collectible? You know what I'm saying? I went into an old bookstore, right, and then I went to and T, she got like a this Prince book or whatever. It was like old books. They had an old CD section in there, and there was a shitload of CDs in there, right? And like people were still looking through those CDs, like trying to find. See, it was a few people compared to what everybody else was doing in the store. Yeah. But they had everything in there. It was like labeled out. It was like Black Sabbath and all the B's and L's. And, you know what I'm saying?
Alphabetical order and
shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, who the fuck?
That's a good question.
First of all, who the fuck took the time to like
to organize that?
To organize all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'm so used to digital, and I could just do a search and I could find whatever I want in like the blink of real.
Because we're in the age now when something drops, people want it now.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like and for the longest time with iTunes, there's something like it drops, you download it, but now it's like nope, just gotta play.
Right.
That's
all you really gotta do.
And vinyl, which it has been a thing, and I've got a couple cool vinyls actually the last couple months or so. But like even Target has a vinyl section.
I know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So does
they made a comeback, a big comeback.
So does the bookstore, Barnes and Noble. Yeah.
And it's kind of fun because you can like with newer technology, you're taking an actually like older style of listening to music, but you can still have like modern features to it. So like my actual like record player is Bluetooth,
which is
so
crazy.
Like you set the needle down to start playing it, but it Bluetooths to my sound system,
to the speaker. And shit.
Yeah, it's not actually connected to it with wires.
That's so wild, dog.
To an old school vinyl head, they'd be like, "This is absurd."
Yeah, like,
but it's so funny because like you have this Bluetooth connection, but you still get that old crackly vinyl feel to it. So it's kind of cool.
And shit.
You don't have any wires.
Yeah,
like, maybe somebody be mad about that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I want the wires.
Can you Bluetooth into your earpieces?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I believe so. Yeah, you can just Bluetooth or whatever.
Yo, that's wild.
That's I'm about to do that.
Yeah. Man, shouts out to Bluetooth.
Speaking of numbers, real quick, I was reading this earlier.
Hands-free.
This article was showing top 10 most streamed songs in 2018 in U.S. on-demand audio and video combined. Okay. There was 4 songs on this particular list that were over 1 billion streams. 2 of them are no surprise because we talked about these earlier. Yeah, God's Playing In My Feelings. We're tossing those out. But that was 1 and 3.
I know one of them is Post Malone.
No. Close. Very close, but not.
Oh, shit.
Number 4 was Sad by X.
Sad by X?
Mm-hmm.
This is right after he died, though.
Probably.
And then number 2 was Juice WRLD, Lucid Dream.
Yo, why is that? How do y'all feel about Juice WRLD? Do y'all listen to Juice WRLD?
I don't have an opinion yet. I checked them out because
I've only heard like 3 or 4 songs. I'm just
I know that song because he kept kept blowing with that one. I was like, let me check this dude out real quick. I wasn't really fucking with World on Drugs. You remember him and Future dropped that.
I didn't even check for it.
I wasn't really feeling it, but
well, good thing you checked for it to tell me that
I'm
you were
here
not
for.
feeling it to know that I already wasn't checking for it.
That's it. I thought maybe I'd do a 15-second review. I didn't do it.
And who are we talking about?
No. Yeah, I don't even. There's a new little wave starting to kind of pop up.
Yeah.
I don't know where these fuckers be coming from. I know people have made jokes that there's like a factory somewhere. They're just pumping these motherfuckers out.
I've seen one. I'll tell you what though. What this kind of had me feeling like an old head a little bit. I've seen one too many things where it's like a picture of T-Pain and people are like, oh, I thought that was Gunna. I'm like, stop, stop, stop right there.
Yo, kids are fucking disrespectful, dog.
They really are.
Yo, I've seen a kid. Really I seen a kid on Twitter like a couple months ago, and she was like, "Yo, how come nobody told me Bubba Sparks was white?"
What the fuck?
And I was just like, "Oh shit, I gotta log off, nigga. I gotta delete my account. This ain't where I need to be anymore."
Shit.
What else we got on this list, bro?
Let's talk Super Bowl real quick. You were talking football. So we're gonna see some performances. We're gonna see a couple people that the hip hop community is a fan of. So we have Maroon 5, of course, Travis Scott, and we'll get something from Big Boi too. I'm not sure how much will be in there, but Travis caught a little heat for this a couple weeks back.
Mm-hmm.
He did. I think that that heat caused him because okay. Here's the thing: who doesn't want to perform at the Super Bowl?
That's an accomplishment,
right? I know people are kind of like upset with the NFL still, but and I know Jay-Z was like, nah, because they asked Jay-Z to come and he was like, nah. I get that some people are like, why the fuck would you perform at Super Bowl? But you gotta understand,
some people,
that's a big deal for some people. You know what I'm saying?
If some people are turning it down because they're already like solidified, already made big accomplishments, where it's like, I really don't need the Super Bowl,
right? Well, I know Jay-Z turned it down because of just the whole shit with Kaepernick and you know them being against like NFL or whatever. But it turns out what looks like what happened was he said he wasn't performing unless the NFL donated to a social cause.
Yeah, social justice cause.
Okay,
it said him and the NFL team would donate $500,000.
Right now, I kind of feel like that was thrown out of there after the heat. And not before the heat, you know what I'm saying?
It was.
Yeah. If it was before the heat, then, you know, all power to him. But after heat, it's just kind of like, you shouldn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do, you know, you might as well just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might as well just go do it now because that's what everybody thinks. Yeah. You just want to go do it because you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Which I ain't got no problem. You say, fuck everybody, I'm doing this shit. I really want to perform at Super Bowl. Fuck everybody, do your shit.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got no problem with it. Mad at you for that.
Now, let's talk about this nigga performing Sicko Mode. Okay,
man.
If he performs Sicko Mode,
this isn't optional.
He said this is optional.
This is not optional.
Oh shit! I need him to perform. I need him to perform the intro song. Okay, but I need him to cut to that part in the beat too. You know what I'm saying? And then I need Sicko Mode, most def, and just to kind of like get everybody like in the feelings. I need to stop trying to be God.
Okay.
Just to rub everybody wrong.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I think he's gonna do Yosemite.
He probably will.
Because I think that he could use like the live band to play that one better.
You might be right.
You heard it here first, Trillions. But
but Big Boi's gonna be on here too.
That's true.
What y'all think about Big Boi?
What do you think Big Boi's gonna perform?
I be on it. I be on
okay.
all night, man, all day.
That'd be amazing.
Yo, if he does that shit, bro, I'm gonna be at home like you can find me here. Hey, I'm on it. I'm on it.
You think he's gonna bring anybody out? It's in Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh,
it's in Atlanta.
Shit,
Yeah.
then why wouldn't he perform that track?
Yeah.
Because the rest of America ain't ready for that.
I think the world is ready for hip hop. in full force now.
They don't appreciate that song the way they should.
Well, Maroon 5. Well, the guy from Maroon 5 said he said about a month ago, I think, the only innovation that's happening in music right now is happening in hip hop. Your boy, whatever his name, Adam Levine. He said this, and I was like, "Yeah, you right, but shut up, nigga." And then, but which I like Adam Levine, but I realized the reason he said that is because Travis Scott and Big Boi was going to be on the Super Bowl show. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's funny you mentioned him because I was telling you earlier I was listening to the Yin Yang Twins.
Yeah,
I forgot he's on that album, United States of Atlanta.
Adam Levine?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That man was out here.
Yes.
He was already out here. Didn't even know.
Yo, he was out here on the
Just
crunk
wanted to
shit.
share that.
Yo, Adam Levine been out here, dog. He knows his hip hop.
He does. He's a part of the culture.
He knows Yin Yang Twins, so he knows his hip hop.
Yeah.
He really out here in these Atlanta streets.
Funny
Who
statement.
knew?
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, shout out to Super Bowl. I think the Super Bowl gonna be lit. Sicko Mode, I'm telling you, let that be the closing. The closer. Drake got to come out.
Oh man,
he has to come out.
Oh yeah,
Has to. I don't give a damn if his leg is broke.
Whatever you doing, clear the calendar.
He got to come out in a wheelchair.
What was his Jimmy?
The return of wheelchair Jimmy.
Wheelchair Jimmy. He can come. He can play that role again.
Yeah, I'll be turned.
Yeah. Oh, because you're getting a 2-for-1.
Exactly.
You're getting a Degrassi.
Exactly.
Hey,
y'all probably
you're like, oh shit, wheelchair Jimmy.
y'all disrespecting a good show. We're not gonna go there though.
Oh shit!
I don't know if y'all remember this.
Yo,
at one point in time,
Sicko Mode wheelchair Jimmy.
At one point in time, he had a little dance he made up. He had a little wheelchair Jimmy dance he had.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I'm glad I missed.
I'll stop there though before I get roasted.
That scene, I never watched the show, but that scene where he gets shot, just hilarious to me. I don't know why.
It was just
he got set up.
It was a great part of cinema.
He got set up.
Yo, was that devastating to you?
Yes. He got set up.
You can tell he was devastated by his first reaction. He got set up.
I'm saying he got done
set
dirty.
up. Like he got real serious and hurt about the whole situation.
His boy did him wrong. His boy did him wrong.
Yo, this shit's so wild. Whenever you talk to somebody that was like deep into the show, yo, they be upset about
man,
that shit.
That show was progressive. Okay, the Canadians was out here pushing.
You gotta understand.
That show was progressive. They addressed a lot of issues.
His brother at the end of the day.
Oh Jesus Christ! Here we go with this again.
Right? Was there like a show that we killed like that was teen? Was Saved by the Bell?
I wouldn't get like that over. How did you feel if?
Hey, you remember when
AC
you remember when that girl got?
I would be like, no.
Do we have it? Well, that was a dramatic show, though.
You remember when that girl got shot on Family Matters, and they had the announcement like after the episode?
Oh yeah,
that was real shit too.
Yeah. It was like
he had on his Urkel clothes, but he was in his Jaleel White voice.
All right.
They talking about okay, so what?
Myra or something.
Yeah, Myra.
Yeah.
It wasn't Myra that got shot.
No, it was another.
It
It was like, we got to stop gun violence.
Yeah.
That wasn't on that level though. I don't think. Because they would have get serious in the sitcoms, but that shit, I would be laughing like,
comedic.
Bro, like remember the girl from Saved by the Bell when she was on drugs?
Oh, when she was on pills.
So excited.
It's funny.
Yo, y'all gotta watch this scene, dog.
When you brought up Saved by the Bell and said what happened to that, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, that's as far as it got, and I didn't care that it's like it wasn't funny. Like I was like, oh my god.
They did it in the Fresh Prince too. Mm-hmm. When Carlton was on drugs.
Carlton was on speed.
God, yeah. Remember when Carlton went to the hood?
Yes.
And he was trying to be gangster. He was like, yeah.
That one was funny. Yeah, that one when Carlton went to the hospital, that was serious.
Yeah, it was some serious shit, man.
That was,
Will got shot too.
Will did
get shot. That's right.
Yeah.
Yo, it got real.
Carlton went and bought a gun and Will got mad at him.
That might have been the show that was more serious.
The dramatic scenes?
More dramatic. Yeah, the dramatic.
So their wheelchair Jimmy is our
Fresh
no.
Prince
He just don't want me.
No. He just don't.
No.
That was
nothing,
why don't he want me?
Nothing can touch that.
No one can touch that.
Nothing can touch that.
Yo, because when I was seeing that shit as a kid, I was like,
that shit was.
That was heavy.
If you watch that scene too, and if you watch that scene, Uncle Phil like grabs his head, and he catches his hat a little bit.
Yeah,
you can tell it wasn't like a part of it.
It was a part, but they ran with it. They ran with it because they're like, that looked authentic.
That was authentic as shit.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah,
I was like, damn.
You know that wasn't in the, you know that wasn't in the fucking.
No, it
So-
wasn't. I was reading about it. It wasn't.
When you get a chance, you got to check out Will Smith on the Rap Radar podcast because he actually breaks down where he got the motivation to
play that scene.
to do that scene, to cry or whatever. He was talking about like how James Avery was always like pushing him. You know what I'm saying? And I think he said something about like he would just like he basically made him like angry and upset, and he was like, use that when you're like,
doing this.
Yeah. I forgot what he said. He just like kind of broke him down, and then was like, yeah, all right, now use that.
Uncle Phil being like James Avery being Uncle Phil in real life.
Yeah, you got to hear Will Smith tell the story though, because he goes way more.
It's
details.
a really good interview.
Yeah, it actually is a good interview.
I know.
on
I
YouTube
seen where
now.
Will said that like James Avery was like a father to him in a sense, like growing up on that show as well. Like from that moment, like he learned a shitload from him. Like he helped make him the man that he is today. He said,
right,
you know, and yeah, it's just like you telling me that Kevin, I can see that 100% that he kind of helped push him to get to that point, to get to that, to feed off of where he needed to do that scene, because that shit. I mean. Yeah, that does show. I mean, Will Smith got reach like with his acting, definitely, since he was young.
Yeah. You got Tidal, man, so you can peep it.
Yeah,
yeah. Black
And it's
Todd.
on YouTube though.
It's on YouTube.
They put it up after a certain number of weeks.
Yeah, I didn't have to wait that long. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Exclusive Illuminati.
I had a moment of weakness when that interview first dropped.
I think I gave you a login, right? I was like, yo.
Dropped, I walked up, I had my head hung low. I walked up to Yu's desk. I said, "Hey,
I need that."
Can I? Yo, because I know you like Will Smith like I do, right? So I was like, yo,
you think you can log me in real quick?
I'm gonna need your password.
Oh, that shit's funny, man. But yeah, shout out to Will Smith, man. Let's move on, man.
I don't know if you want to talk about it or not, Rae Sremmurd. Not as much to talk about as we maybe thought.
Yeah, listen, y'all. Rae Sremmurd broke up. They got back together. There's some beef going on between Trippie Redd and
Jimmy
and Slim Jimmy. Slim Jimmy just came out and said,
"You can't whoop me.
You can't fight."
Trippie Redd can't whoop me. That's what he said.
I don't know.
Go ahead with your favorite quote from 21 Savage.
Oh shit!
Which one? Oh. That's the problem. Niggas don't fight no more. I beat the shit out of one of these niggas. Oh shit. Yo, we definitely gotta get sound effects going, because that's definitely gonna be in my audio clips.
Fuck yeah.
21 Savage. But yeah, I thought they were breaking up for a second, but it's funny because everybody was like, oh, Sway Lee should go solo. They've been saying this shit for years. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, the shit actually happened. Everybody's sad and shit. It's like y'all spoke that shit. Really, y'all really wanted this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know. That's all. It just shows
they really didn't want it. Just all talk like, yeah, go. Nah,
yeah.
To be honest, fans are stupid. We heard that triple disc.
Yeah,
it's like I believe we all came to agreement. It was like they can be all right by themselves, but to be who they are and what they've built, they got to be together. It's like you break that up, it's not the same. You know, I mean, it's just. I mean, you can actually say that in a sense. Also, I mean, like with most duos, like
damn near all duos.
yeah. I mean, you take. Not to say that it won't be successful. You can still be successful by yourself, but you're not the same without that other half.
Right.
So it was a must for them to get back.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah. What else we got? I was about to say something rude, but I was like, no, I won't let that ride.
This next one is
something rude about
next one is hard on me, y'all.
About them.
This next one is hard on me. It's with the heavy heart.
Oh shit!
That I have to bring up our next topic.
Unfollow Rihanna. Nah, I'm playing.
Excuse me. By the way, I've been on some bullshit. I ain't shouted her out in like 4 weeks. She's probably real upset with me.
He keeps bringing it up all day. You talking?
Oh, you supposed to be the Rihanna Newswire, but I don't understand. You supposed to be team. What's the?
Oh, I am in the Rihanna Navy.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's what I'm saying. He's supposed to be the Rihanna Navy
Yes.
fan page.
I'm gonna come up with another one to add with Todd. I just ain't thought of it yet.
Read news.
We're gonna add it to our list of Black Todd names. But
Read
shout out
news.
to Rihanna.
Read
The album's
news.
coming this year. I can't wait for it. We appreciate you, Riri. Anyway, it appears there may be some turmoil brewing in Toronto. UU's second home.
Yeah, right.
Just kidding. He's banned. He's not allowed. So the Weeknd, he dropped his new track, "Lost in the Fire." Mm-hmm. I think we'll begin a project from him this year. I'm excited for that because I do like the Weeknd, and he said no more daytime music, which I was incredibly excited to hear that from him because I was a big fan of his darker, heavier
No more
shit.
daytime music.
I'm always a fan.
Yeah, I
Darker.
didn't like the pop stuff as much, so I'm
heavier
actually
shit.
pretty excited about that. But there's a line in his new song that the internet is not trying to hear anything other than that was aimed at Aubrey himself. He says in the song,
Good for him.
"I just want a baby with the right one because I can never be the one to hide one." To which Pusha T, T-E-A, put a little fire emoji.
She was like, no,
Exactly.
the Weeknd.
Exactly. Got little flame emojis under there. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
All right.
Did Pusha T do that?
Well,
no.
let's break this down. How'd that make you feel?
Pusha T was like,
I'm upset.
Pusha T heard that line and said, "That was sick."
All right.
What the fuck you call bars? But no, I like the song.
I'm upset.
I don't need confirmation that was a shot because some stuff you just hear and you're like, come on, man, like we know what it is.
Yeah, that definitely is.
I do think it's funny that it seems impossible for them to keep peace in Toronto.
I thought they were fucking
They
cool.
kind of made up, but that was when Drizzy was beefing with Tory. Now him and Tory made up.
shit.
Now he beefing with the Weeknd again.
God damn.
So
bet
maybe
you Drake is,
Toronto
like,
just
sick of
can't
this
be
shit.
peaceful.
thought
Not
it
to
was-
mention that one dude he was beefing with had us rolling.
I thought it was all love in Canada.
The guy when he's like, you talk about man's lips. That shit is
shit.
hilarious.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, that
man.
shit was funny. But
Yeah. No, there's a lot of internal stuff going on in Toronto that I don't think people really know.
Yeah,
Just I think it's just competitive. Drake's been kind of running it for a while now.
and I think everybody else
Him-
wants a shot.
They want somebody else new.
and him and
You know what I'm
Weeknd
saying?
were two people really pushing that, moving forward with that Toronto sound we talked about before.
Right.
Yeah,
And the Weeknd's very much a superstar in his own right. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's trying to.
Because of Drake.
True, that is true.
Yeah.
But I understand he probably don't feel like being looked at like a little brother anymore. Like, no, I'm like,
I'm bigger than you.
I don't know about all that.
He's not bigger, but he's
But
definitely.
you can
he's
say that I'm
definitely
a
pretty
star in my
big-
own right.
Yeah, he's definitely a pretty big name on his
Yeah.
own. Yeah.
But to be
I'm
fair,
sure he aspires to be bigger than Drake.
to be
Oh, yeah,
fair,
absolutely.
Drake is petty himself. As much as it hurts me to say that. And there's some
Drake
stuff
hella
people
petty, dog.
highlighted. They're like, he took some shots on his album too. So
Yeah. See, Drake is hella petty.
And-
But Drake be hella petty, and he be like, "What are you talking about? I didn't say anything. What do you mean? Nah, we cool, right? We cool. Nah, shake my hand. Nah, we good.
yeah, we cool.
Nah, we do this. It's for Toronto. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
What you talking about? Then later on, he's like, "You can't really sing. You're just a little bitch." You be like, "Damn, nigga, what?"
And the
he
thing
do this
is,
shit with
I'm
every
better than
fucking
you.
body, bro.
No.
and you know what's interesting? In the line on, I believe it was on Scorpion when they were talking about, oh yeah, this is about the Weeknd. Again, it has to do with somebody's girl. And I'm like,
Drake don't know
I'd
how
rather
to-
not go down this road again.
Drake fucking everybody, girl.
Uh,
Drake fucked everybody. I don't even want to listen. I'm never gonna allow Drake to be around my girl.
that's especially the way you be talking.
I'm
He gonna make it his life's goal.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
He's not gonna listen.
Where is it gonna
I'm pretty
hurt
sure
him?
he'll succeed too. All right.
I'm gonna hit it where it hurts.
Shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, I don't want to talk to my just. I want to talk to my mom. I want to talk to my sister.
I want him talking.
I want to talk to no female that I'm
Affiliated
close with. Yeah, none. All right.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk to my homeboys girls. Like when I see them talking to Riffa's chick, I'm punching them in the face.
Hold on. What you
Get
do?
the fuck off of her.
Thank you.
She's taken.
I'm the same
my
with
nigga,
you,
bro.
man.
You know
I'm
what
the
I'm
same with
saying?
you. If I see the same
Toronto
shit,
win over
someone say gonna
Texas.
get split.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying.
feel
Shit, I got you, bro.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't. It's not like we think there's gonna be a beef or anything. It's just worth mentioning because it's two big names, So it's like okay, interesting enough.
Yeah, I don't know. Toronto. I really do feel like it's a lot of people that's like trying to blow, and I do feel like Drake is definitely like giving a lot of handouts to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, a lot of people stars, especially from Toronto too. I know he's got the whole city kind of like moving, but I know there's some people that's just kind of like, they're coming up. They're probably hitting like glass ceilings, bro, because of the foundation that Drake laid. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, there's probably like certain places you just can't even get in because Drake's, he already has it on lock. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga's pretty much the mayor out there, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that makes sense though, because I can see it being a situation where you may be like, well, he ain't fucking with me, so I can't get up that next level,
right?
Because he ain't fucking.
Because he ain't fucking with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, well, he might go to the DJs and they be like, yeah, we're not looking for new songs right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, fuck. Why? Well, because OVO songs only, nigga.
The DJ sitting there with the owl on his hoodie, like,
what the fuck you think, nigga? Are you an OVO? I don't think so, nigga. All right, shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of that going on too, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just can't breathe.
Yeah,
in Toronto.
It really sucks though. It's like the two of them make good songs together. So like on I believe it was on Thursday, Drake's on The Zone. That's a good song. The Weeknd blew up after his stuff on Take Care. Like the two of them, when they get their dark, in your feelings type music, moody shit, it is good. So I mean, I wish they could iron this out. But
listen, speaking of like OVO, did you hear the new McConaughey song
with Gucci?
With Gucci Man?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
What
happened? OVO Todd?
Well,
y'all just let this nigga go, huh?
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bro, this motherfucker.
I talked about this on a different podcast.
Going up on a Tuesday, all of a sudden.
Got the cosign. We blowing you up. We're going to sign you. And all of a sudden you mad. We putting you first. No, sir.
Is that what it was?
I think so. This is all hearsay and allegedly, I've been in Toronto.
He said it was because he was fat.
He said it was because he was fat. And
he was fat. He started losing weight, and Drake and them was like, "Nah, we want you to be fat, nigga."
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of rumors. I heard people say it's because he was fat and lost weight. There was rumors saying because they said he was gay. Right. There was like all kinds of rumors.
And he came out and said he was gay too.
Yeah, there was all kinds of rumors floating around. I don't know what happened. But again, Drake might have just been like, bye.
Yeah, Drake dipped from that. Nobody's asked him about this too in the interviews, have they?
No.
Yeah, he didn't go on Breakfast Club. We got.
He might just be like, good luck. No, honestly, seriously, he might have been like, you good on your own. We'll see.
Good riddance.
Bye.
Yo, Drake petty.
Good luck getting radio play in Toronto.
Yeah, for real.
Bye.
Without the OVO chain.
Yeah.
Yo, this nigga Drake is petty, dog. Drake will fuck up your career, dog.
Shout out to my brother Drake.
He's owning it finally. That's what I'm talking about.
I decided to accept y'all. Hey, Black Todd look like Drake. No, I don't. Black Todd, Drake's brother. No, I'm really not.
That is his brother. I
can't wait till we put this side by side up.
Bro, there people gonna be like, y'all couldn't have been more wrong.
No, they probably are.
They're gonna say y'all could not have been more off.
Oh shit!
We're gonna lose subscribers over that.
We're painting to the picture.
I do have one more thing about Drake. Then we'll get on because I know I can see you getting nauseous. But
I did swallow a little throw up.
It's looking like he might have just grab some more money. It seems to be what he does best. He was performing in Vegas, and rumors are saying he scored $2 million for that performance at XS nightclub. Rumor mill saying he got a residency
for one show.
Isn't that crazy?
It's out of control.
Rumors are saying he might have a residency agreement. He'll do 12 shows over the next 2 years, and people are saying it may be for that much every time. Which, bro, that's nuts.
Basically, this nigga's the new Tom Jones.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
He's already practicing.
It's not unusual.
He did tell us in his sit down with you remember, was it his Crown with Elliott Wilson? when he said he's retired, he goes out to Vegas permanently, and he only does the songs he sings.
Bro, he said that?
He's joking.
I really honestly believe that that's going to be Drake's
feature
Ride Out to the Sunset.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A lucrative one, too.
He's just going to be like 55 years old. He's got the beard. He's got his hair that it's dyed at this point, so he can't have gray hair.
Nah, he can't.
You see what I'm saying?
So
he's just singing.
I think he's gonna have the salt and
Run.
pepper hair with a ridiculously black beard. People gonna be like, bro, you got the Beijing beard. Like, what are you doing?
Oh shit!
Oh shit! You might be right about that.
Just
he looked like the type that he wouldn't have like a full salt and pepper, but he would have like something like a sideburns gray, just like a side like right here. You know what I'm saying?
Then again, he's building
just right here, be great right here.
He is building a massive mansion in Toronto. So,
oh my god,
yeah.
That could also be why he's doing this, because that house is nuts, and it ain't cheap.
Yeah,
hell no, it ain't cheap. Yeah,
I'm mad at it though, man. If you ever see these residency deals, what they give people to perform out there for a year or two is crazy money. So, I ain't mad at them. Yeah, I ain't mad at him.
I'd do it. I'd done it too. Sure.
Right? I'm saying $2 million for probably an hour.
Yeah.
For 12 shows, 2 million times 12 was 24. 24 million in what, a year?
Over 2 years.
Over 2 years? 24
if these figures are correct. If this is what rumors have been saying.
Shit.
That's not even counting like his tours, anything else he sells. Jesus Christ.
And one thing is the venues like this are much.
$1 million a month.
Yeah, it's pretty much
venues like this, which are much more smaller and intimate, that gives you a different experience too. You're getting a lot closer. And I was reading something saying that you were paying at least $300 to get in.
I remember we went to San Diego and Prince was performing at the Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a super huge venue. You know, it's Hard Rock Cafe. It's not like, you know, an arena or nothing like that. And we walked up there. Well, first we seen as long. We was like, "Yo, who's performing?" And they said, "Prince." And oh shit, you know, T, she's a big fan of Prince. And I said, "Okay, how much to get in?" He was like, "Oh man." He just looked at me. He was like, "Tickets like $600, bro." And I was like, "All right, you have a good day."
Like, well, this ain't seeing Prince.
I was like, "I'll take some pictures from outside. Click, 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 and I'm gone."
Can you have another person walk outside so the door opens? Thank you. Got the picture.
Right. So yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. Fuck.
All right, that's out of control.
That's some expensive ass fucking tickets.
I'd definitely go.
Better have bottle service.
I'm actually telling you right now. Once it comes out and it's official, I'm going to go at least once.
To one of Drake's.
I've been to everything. I'm gonna go to this too.
Shit better have bottle service.
I don't care what they say it is at the door. I'm going.
Black Todd is fucking
OVO Todd.
OVO Todd.
It's not about balling.
It's not about balling.
It's exactly about balling.
You know
his brother is gonna give him a ticket.
You know me. You know I go to all these tour dates. I go to every tour. I do. You know I go to these things.
He gotta have his little brother there.
I can't not go to this.
If he doesn't have his little brother there, he don't feel.
If they
right.
say $250, so be it.
What's the price? Okay, what's the price that's
wild.
Where you say that's just too fucking much.
You wouldn't
I can't
go.
do it.
600.
600 is too much.
Yeah.
500 you'll do it.
That's still too much.
Got to be all in.
Backstage.
My drinks got to be free.
You gotta have bottle service and backstage
I ain't paying
passes.
$500 and paying for drinks. Not happening.
All the drinks is free in Vegas.
Yeah, that's true. Everywhere you
no,
go,
they
motherfucker just
not.
pour
No,
you
they
up.
not. Not for men.
No, they are. They are free in Vegas,
bro. Look,
they're not good.
When
drinks,
I went to that
but
DJ
they're
Mustard
watered
party
down
I was telling you
drinks.
about at Marquee Nightclub,
okay,
I got broke off.
okay. I guess it depends. I guess
where you're at.
How much was it for a drink,
bro? I think I got a rum and coke. It was at least
$15.
like $18. I said never again.
Yeah,
but you know,
ass niggas
kind of finesse the system a little bit.
Can I just open up my own alcohol and just sell that shit at my house?
But the crazy thing was,
sell
all
my
of
own
the women
shots?
had
Shit,
wristbands. It was open bar for 2 hours. So my friend would just go to that bar, get her drink, then go to the other one over there and get another one, and she just keep bringing them back to me.
You remember we went to Podcast Movement and they had open bar, sponsored by iHeartRadio.
Yeah. That was nice.
Open bar sponsored by Truth Be Told podcast.
Yeah, no, not me. This shit gonna be like declined. What else we got? What else we got?
Y'all know I'm going. So
hey, it's gonna be water.
You're gonna be serving water and shit.
Future album coming out next week. They had the Wizard documentary on Apple Music. Checked that out the other day. It's okay, about an hour long. It does have little clips from different time periods. You know, it's all right. Check it out if you got some free time.
Did it make you want to hear the album more?
Not really, because it just kind of like is showing, like the songs in there, like your songs you know a lot. Honor 3000 is in there, a nice little chunk. I didn't realize he'd known Future for so long.
Yeah, the Future is related to somebody in the Dungeon family.
Rico Love.
Yeah, Rico Love. Yeah,
yeah. So 3000 in there a little bit, and I was like, okay, cool. Then
yeah, that's the crazy thing. He was raised up under the Dungeon family.
Yeah,
which you would like when he first came out, you would have never even known that.
You would never known that, but shit.
But it makes sense too, though, like for him to be where he's at.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, so being under that, soaking in all that game and being amongst giants of their time, you know what I'm saying?
You're talking about like CeeLo and Outkast and Cool Breeze.
Yeah, it's
a fucking Goody Mob, nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, shit.
Cool Breeze and Goody Mob.
It's in Watch for the Hook.
Yeah, Watch for the Hook. They
don't know nothing about that.
Yo, Black Todd, you know about Watch for the Hook?
What?
Yeah, we have to put you onto that.
Put me.
Somebody give me number 2 pencil because they test him. That's an actual bar.
That is actual
from Andre 3000.
There's another quote from 3000 on the documentary that people were talking about. He said, Future had the most negative inspirational music I ever heard. And people are like, what?
Andre 3000 said,
the most negative inspirational music I've ever heard.
Huh?
What's that mean?
When he explained it, it made sense. He's like, the thing he's talking about are actually bad. But like then he's going on about how he's saying it and blah, blah. And I'm like, I get it now.
This is so funny because what people pull from Future.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People pull different things from Future. And sometimes it's weird to see like somebody say something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't really make any sense.
One thing that was really interesting, just because when we listen to his music, at least for me, this isn't something I think of right away. Some people on like, oh, he's such a genius. He's such a musical genius, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, not to hate on him, but I'm just like, Future?
You're like, where?
I'm like, Future?
But it's something about his voice, bro. He's doing things to people's subconscious that they don't even know.
And like DJ Khaled's on there, and he's like, no, Future got 100 albums right now. He can drop whenever he wants to, blah, blah. Or like, oh, and then there was someone else on there talking about his work ethic. And I'm just like, man, I just thought dude was just,
just rapping on trap beats.
Rapping, sipping lean, just chilling.
Fucking around.
But apparently, dude, like, he really does go and put some stuff down.
Yeah.
There's what I will say.
I just like when he says some of this wild shit, like, oh, what did he say? This when Sierra was he was like, oh, look at you.
Oh man, he said a couple wild.
He said some
lately.
wild shit, bro.
He said these last couple weeks he said some wild shit.
He be saying some
there was
wild
one when
shit.
he said you would have cried in his Honda or cried in a Rolls Royce. I said, God damn. And then another one he was going on one of his other baby mamas. He sitting there just goes, one monkey don't stop the show. Never has.
Yeah.
I said, this dude wild.
He said, oh, look at you. You found love.
He's unbothered, bro. He's unbothered.
I say, yo, this motherfucker crazy, dog. The women fucking hate Future, dog. They fucking hate Future, bro.
But love him at the same time. Yeah. And it's so funny because like when you're watching him, like, this dude's really rich. Like, he had a lot of expensive jewelry.
Right.
At one point, he's riding around the car with Young Thug, and they got all these watches and chains and diamonds. I'm just like, I'm not rich.
Future don't care.
Yeah. There's one scene that's actually kind of funny. It shows a clip when they were making What a Time to Be Alive. And it's funny because Esco's there, Metro's there, Future's sitting there. He's just sitting there like this, listening, just, bobbing his head. And then there's someone else in a pair of pants, and Drake's just dancing. I'm just like, Drake, what the fuck are you doing?
Drake is just dancing?
He's dancing.
Yo.
He's dancing to his own verse. He was. It was a clip when they did Digital Dash. So they're doing Digital Dash, and they're just listening to the playback, shit. Right? They listen to it, and everyone's just kind of sitting there like this, and Drake's standing up, just dancing to his own shit.
Yo, I
him and DJ Esco, and I'm just like, bro, what the fuck?
The fuck kind of dancing?
And it was so funny because OVO Todd ain't never gonna slander him, but I was just like, what do you sit down? Because it was just so
Yo,
funny.
I need to get Apple Music, man.
I'm going to show you that one clip. It's worth watching.
Yeah, you gotta
that
show
one
me
clip,
that. Yeah.
You're gonna get a phone call from your brother tonight.
Right.
Or
He texting me right now.
He texting me
Yeah,
right
he texting
now.
me right now.
You talking about me?
He said, "Tell you keep my name out of his mouth." Oh shit! But no, that's all we
Pay
got
the
in the
price. Jesus Christ. Nothing nice.
Oh shit!
That's what I like. What else we got, man?
Shout out to Missy Elliott, a legend,
Big shout out.
a
queen.
legend, a queen.
Yeah.
Yes.
She finally got inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Yep, first female
Because
rapper.
she is super duper fly.
What you think about that, Riffa?
She deserves it. That lady is innovative when it comes to music. She fucking pushed boundaries. She fucking set trends. She made dudes step their game up with their artistry and their videos and shit. You know, she fucking visionary. Like, she fucking well deserved.
Right.
Congratulations. I've been jamming her since day one. You know what I'm saying? When she first came out, I was just like, yeah, this is a star right here.
Bro,
You
super
just knew
duper
she
fly,
was.
bro.
Hell yeah.
Front to back.
Can't stand the rain. You know, just like,
Yeah.
motherfucking.
Hit him with the heat.
Hit 'em with the heat.
Hit 'em. No, remember when she did the Nicole Rae joint? I got what you want.
I got what you need.
Can I get another shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she comes on at the end. I'm fly as a bird. Yeah,
Fucking,
she
man,
killed that
killed
shit.
everything,
I remember
man.
that verse when that came out. Everybody was like, Missy. Yo, Missy was the shit, man. Like, she's literally one of my favorite artists of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I had like all her albums.
She's
I knew like all the songs. Yeah, she really is, man. Like, she can sing. I sing, I float, I blow. And I know y'all niggas know. She used to float, man. She used to.
jack of all trades too. Yeah,
She
was singing and
produced.
rap. Produced, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen her lately?
Yeah.
She looks so young. I was like, "What you been doing?" She's like, "Drinking water and not eating bread."
Yeah.
So the key's to life.
She be looking kind of good too. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. I said, yo, I don't understand this. I don't know how this is happening. Missy Elliott is looking better as time progresses.
She's getting better with age.
And you getting older, bro.
Huh?
What that mean?
I'm just saying.
You mean she a catch from me? You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying your
Missy.
taste is getting.
Listen, holla. Holla at your boy. Holla.
Holla, 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 holla.
Holla, 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 holla. Holla, 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 holla. Yo, why you bring that shit back, bro? No, but
classics.
shout out to Missy though, man. She really is like an icon, man. So
And to Mr. Holla,
I've
holla,
always
holla.
appreciated Missy Elliott. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Fuck yeah. Shout out to Missy Elliott. Congratulations. And you know what? And hopefully it opens the door for more female artists to make it to that point at some point in their career.
Yeah, all female artists. I really think y'all should, if y'all are new and y'all are, you know, like just starting out listening to rap, go back and like really study. Even if you don't study Missy Elliott for her singing, you can't sing or whatever.
Study the blueprint.
Yeah, just go study her, dog, because in all her videos and you know just how creative she was, man. She
Interviews, just the energy she brings as well.
She brought like this, like it was like her stuff. You know what's crazy? It's artistic ignorance. It was like ghetto hood
Before
type
it even
shit.
had that name.
For real.
Before it had artistic ignorance as a name, that's what she was already given.
That's what she was pretty much giving, bro. Like she would like I said, be ghetto, be hood, but then it would just be like this. It just be like this different look. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't even know where she would pull her inspiration from. Sometimes I'm like, what? Why? Who even thinks of that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who
visualized this?
Yeah, who pushed those boundaries? Remember that video she had? This was already later. Like, it wasn't even at the beginning of her career. But the video she had where she, like, her head, like, she became like that long snake. Like on.
Oh yeah, that's Get Your Freak On.
Yeah, you get your freak on. Yeah.
That when you spit in that dude's mouth from
spit in
across
his
the
mouth.
room.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I'm saying, like, who is thinking of that shit? Like, yo, listen, right? So I just want to spit in his mouth.
from way over here.
Yeah, I wanted to go across, and you just follow the spit with the camera, and then he just swallow it, and he wipe his mouth because it tastes good.
And the music and everything just keeps going. You know, just like what? It's like
Dave Myers is like, all right, got you.
Got you. Yeah. He's like, oh, that's too easy.
Nothing. It's nothing, Dave. What else we got?
This may be the last topic we'll see.
Is it for real?
Yeah.
Are we running up to the last topic?
Yeah.
Is that where we're at already?
Damn, we got here.
Oh shit!
I've been excited to hear this. I'm excited to be a spectator on this.
We ain't got no reviews no more.
I know where this is.
Riffa's boy.
I know where this is going.
There was a hot take.
That was super hot take.
I'm ready.
Take it
away. You take it away.
A short answer.
I'm about to sit back and relax. I've been waiting on this
one. So Arian Foster, who is NFL player,
Houston Texans,
that became a rapper outside of his retirement. Actually, a pretty dope rapper.
Yeah, we
he had a good album.
Yeah, that one was great.
Dope album cover.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, that too. Artistic.
Which. He was on Van Lathan's podcast. I never really watched or listened to his podcast. But he was on and they were talking about Tupac or whatever, and he talked about Tupac not being that deep. Which got a lot of Tupac fans and a lot of people that were just fans of that generation upset. But I think people gotta just fall back for a second because one, Arian Foster has been on the record on his podcast in his raps of saying Tupac is his favorite rapper.
Favorite rapper, yeah.
Right.
And Arian Foster isn't a dumb individual. He's very educated. He has well spoken.
Right. He has very good conversations. His podcast is one of my favorite podcasts to listen to. I don't listen to every episode, but the conversations that he has, they're really high quality conversations.
Oh yeah.
And his album Flamingo and Koval is the name of the cross streets where Tupac was killed.
Yeah. So,
just off top, he's not talking from the malicious standpoint. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of people saying that he's using this as a way to propel himself, to make himself be seen and be known. I don't think he was doing that at all. You know what I'm saying? I really don't think he was saying this so he can be.
I thought
for promotional.
Yeah, I thought that before. A lot of people actually heard what he said before I actually saw the video.
Right.
Like I actually thought I was like, oh, he's using the new school tactics.
Right.
Like he's going in for talk shit about old school, whatever, and then maybe it'll help propel your career a little, or maybe get a little buzz going on or something.
Right.
That's what I thought at first. Then I heard what he said, listened to it, make some points, and. He makes good points because in a sense of it's still just music, it only can impact to an extent as far as it can go. Like there's only so far reach it can get. Whereas what he's comparing it to, you can't compare it to shit that has made mankind move forward. Shit like that.
I think too that even if you was to keep it in the realm of rap, you know what I'm saying, because I really took the time to be like, all right, let me think of Tupac's deepest concepts. You know what I'm saying? Brenda's Got a Baby, and you know what I'm saying. For the most part, I don't feel like Tupac spent a lot of time in the deep side. You know what I'm saying? Because he made Do For Love is a deep song to me.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at his deep song.
Especially the video was deep because it was foretelling of his own death.
Unconditional Love.
Unconditional Love.
The song about what's the song?
Dear Mama.
Dear Mama. That's the one I was thinking about. He's got some songs. You know what I'm saying? But
me and my girlfriend.
Okay, I can say that
because the whole concept, who had done that before, and basically painted a picture of. You're thinking he's talking about a girl, but he's talking about a gun the whole time.
Right. He was doing a metaphor.
People started doing that left and right after him. Right.
I think that Tupac, he's had his deep moments, but I think he's also had his not so deep moments. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, it was shit like I Get Around or, some of his party
Toss
songs
It
or
Up.
whatever. Yeah, he's just partying or whatever, you know what
California Love.
I'm saying? Right.
To Live and Die in LA. Just different. Oh, no, that was actually deep. That was a deep song, To Live and Die in LA. But
yeah, I say that was deep, yeah.
That was a deep song just because the whole...
Yeah.
There was some deep shit in there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know if, what is considered deep, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I think of deep, I think of, like...
I think it's a matter of opinion.
Mind Playing Tricks on Me.
Yeah.
Scarface.
Yeah.
Or Jay-Z Song Cry.
Or I'm Not a Racist, Joyner Lucas.
Okay, yeah, I can say it's deep. Yeah.
Touchy topic.
Okay, I can say it's deep because some of the things that they were talking about or whatever. Yeah, okay, I can say that's deep.
But I mean, all of Lupe Fiasco.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. Yo, throw that lit sign in his head, nigga. One of these days we gonna really throw this lit sign at your head, dog. I think Lupe's a very listen.
Yeah.
No pun intended. His album Drogas Waves, which was kind of the Aquaman before Aquaman. So you don't talk about deep. That's deep.
Yeah,
okay.
it is.
What he was trying to accomplish with that.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean,
see, I think deep has gotten to a whole nother level in the sense of like the content and the music and like for the time.
Who?
Like just the music
just
itself. Period. Where the people who spit about deep shit today are far more advanced than the people who spit deep shit back in the day.
I think that's a part of it too. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, well, I've heard some deeper stuff after Pac, but that also comes with the fact that the game just evolved. Pac isn't here
to evolve with it.
To evolve with it, you know what I'm saying? But like if you look at the game at where it was as a whole, I don't know two people that were deeper than maybe Nas. Nas is pretty deep. You know what I'm saying?
A deep one.
Common, yeah. Yeah. It wasn't that much
like that. Yeah, but some of these people also were still kind of not over that, like busted through that bubble. Like the people from back then that might have not even known who Black Todd was. They weren't as in touch with hip hop as some people are nowadays, where it's like really.
I don't even think Biggie was that deep.
Biggie,
yeah,
he had his moments too.
Yeah, I mean, of course he had his moments, but I don't think as a whole he was that deep.
Yeah, I mean, like there's definitely artists that kept it more deep consistently. Like the whole album was deep,
right?
And it was like food for thought. Like you hear it and you're just like, man, I didn't. It's like going to school, like. And other artists, gave you that, but not nonstop. They also had the feel good, the barbecue music, the song for the lady, maybe just the club song. It was a mixture, so it wasn't all necessarily deep. There's only a few people that stuck there. Dead Prez, deep. You know what I'm saying? They'll spit some deep shit on there.
You ever listen to Dead Prez?
So not really. What I was gonna say, what you just said about Biggie though, like, and looking at what Arian said, you could really make a case for what you just said about Biggie, not being as deep. And the thing is, I don't like that we're like very much at a state where people are like, oh no, you're not allowed to criticize the two of them as artists. Like,
well, I don't like that either. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that they are revered as two of the greatest, and
that's never going to change either.
Right. I really, this is a borderline hot take because we kind of touched on this though. I feel like some of that stuff was cemented and made like they're untouchable because of when they passed away, how they passed away, and all that.
Of course,
but at the same time, it's like I don't really know how to say what I'm thinking, but it's like I just don't think it's fair to get in this weird spot of like, oh, you're not allowed to criticize those people because whatever, like, okay, yeah.
Well, it's not even that much of a criticism though.
I don't think it is either.
Not
I know what you're saying.
I know what you're saying, but I mean, with the Arian Foster thing, it's not much of a criticism. It's
and that's my point. Like, it's not.
It's more like it's in a sense. it's opinion and it's somewhat factual because of what he's comparing it to.
Right.
You know
It's right. But I think the issue is that whenever it is like a critique or a thought or an opinion on it, it's seen as disrespect.
Yeah.
And I don't think that it should be seen as disrespect because
it wasn't disrespectful.
we know, like if you follow Arian Foster, we know
his feelings towards Pac and like
Pac is his favorite rapper. Yeah. So if there's anybody that can like say something, right? I would think it would be people like Riffa or Arian Foster. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like people that know like every bit and corner, every nook and cranny, every crevice, and can say, you know what? This is where he didn't really shine that much. You know what I'm saying? This is where he kind of fell behind. That's all right to say about Pac. Yeah. And we can still revere him. You know what I'm saying? As one of the greatest.
Mm-hmm. Just like if you were for anyone new listeners, go some episodes back, listen to what you had to say about Bun B's album. You are very much a fan of Bun B. You very much respect Bun B and Texas hip hop. Like seriously though, you gave a fair criticism. You're not being a hater. You're not being disrespectful of like no. It's just
purposely disrespectful.
In his opinion, it was a letdown because he hadn't progressed or like you were saying. Where me, I feel like I remember. Yeah, it was like I liked it because it's like I feel like he's to a point where he doesn't have to, and like
right,
and he brings that to the. He
table settled into where he's at, and that's what you know. That's
what I expected.
Right, it's what you know. That's what you know to come to love from him, and you got that from him.
If I got something else new, I don't know if I'd like it. So,
and I really think that someone who is a true fan of Pac would realize if he were still around. He would welcome that dialogue with someone like Arian Foster.
Fuck it. They'd have music together.
Man, they'd probably have music together, and they would listen. Pac would definitely be on Arian Foster's podcast.
They'd have a 4-hour episode.
Oh god, it may even be 5 to 6. It really would. 5 to 6 hours. But it might be like it'd be a two take episode. It's like we're gonna have them tomorrow again because we didn't even finish. You know, like that's the type of shit they'd have conversation wise. Right.
Mm-hmm. Arian Foster has some really deep conversations too, because he's had he had Bun B on there, which is actually a really interesting convo. He had one of the more interesting ones. Some of the more interesting ones is when he has other football people on there, and him just kind of breaking down the stuff that goes on behind. Like I know hip hop, I know like these artists or whatever. I kind of know most of their stories to an extent, you know what I'm saying? But some of the people that he had on there were the ones that were more interesting was like Deion Sanders, and just like how Deion kind of got to be like this flashy guy, you know what I'm saying? Or when he was on a Reggie Bush and just some of the shit that he
never would have known.
That I never would have known. Some of the shit Reggie Bush broke down that he was talking about with Kim K, which is like drugs and all this shit, you know what I'm saying? It kind of paints you kind of get to see like, oh, like this is what was going on during that time, you know what I'm saying?
It's like the bonus features on a Blu-ray, you know right? Or on movie and shit. Like you actually get the shit that you didn't know was happening.
Another good one was with Paul Wall, where Paul Wall talked about his real father and how his real father was like this rapist and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And he's in a church. He's like a pastor in a church, and he's using like a church to rape people and shit. All this shit's been going on from Paul Wall, and I never knew this shit. Yeah. I never knew all this stuff. So they have really, really deep conversations. So yeah, I would think Arian Foster kind of knows a thing or two about deep. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that I just don't think people should come down on him and then try to paint him in this way like he's like of this new age of people.
Hater,
yeah, they started calling him like, oh, you got too many concussions and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just misinformed hate coming at him right now. You know what I'm saying? It's literally misdirected.
Nobody knows his like background on how he feels already as like Pac as an artist and all that. Like no one's taking that. Everyone just hear it. Like everyone's blowing up.
They're reading the fucking headline.
The headline, yeah, and seeing a clip from it. And everyone just goes straight into,
don't just fall for clickbait.
Exactly.
Click and read.
Yeah.
Right.
But this whole video.
That happens with a lot of people though, bro, because, and what happens is people read those headlines and they think, damn, fool, you always talking this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And you get into that mode like, I don't want to hear shit from this motherfucker again. Why does he keep talking bullshit? But sometimes it's literally like, the motherfucker will do one interview.
Yep.
And they're asking opinion, what do you think about this Tupac song? I wasn't really feeling that song. I've heard better songs from him, but that song I really hated that song.
And that
Headline comes out.
That was it.
Arian Foster hates this Tupac song. You know what I'm saying? And now everybody's like, yo, why do you hate this Tupac song? You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't even really know. They didn't watch the interview. You know what I'm saying?
There's so much more better content or substance in the whole interview than just that 1 10-second line or whatever that he said at one question.
You could take anything, a piece of anybody saying something online.
Going to do that shit to us.
Yeah, they could.
It's gonna happen.
They could definitely. It's
gonna happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Once we get to that Netflix level, it's gonna happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Yeah. Goodbye deal. Let me say something. I'm putting the contract in. And I'll be like, listen, here's the transcripts to the entire podcast. Every episode. Okay, read through them. All right, sign this contract. Right? In it, it's gonna be what I like to call the Megyn Kelly clause. All right. If you fire me, I'm still getting the full $69 million.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
It's true. You can chop up anything. We could. I'm thinking all the episodes I've heard, been here with, and all that. If I really wanted to spend hours and hours, I could piece together an entire video just him saying, "Hey, shout out to Drake. Hey, just good look by Drake. Shout out to Drake."
I love Toronto.
Exactly. I could splice together. I could put together a clip.
OVO UU.
Exactly. Man, you got me saying shit like Drake is my favorite artist of all time.
Exactly. I can find it.
Yo, how do you cut that shit like that?
I can piece it together.
Yeah, nah, nigga. Sorry, Drake, not happening.
Hey, what'd be funny is that if he says that and then he goes back and then he finds out that you figured it all out and he can't. Like, there's no way he can because you
there's gonna be like random dead spots in all the videos.
I'm sure he real has figured that out.
Yeah, he will now.
He said he will now.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck y'all up. But yeah, shouts out to Arian Foster, man. Y'all really got to stop falling for a headline trick.
Yeah, for real. And you know what? Give him a break, man, because definitely if you hear what he was talking about,
if you listen to his album, you'll realize like, oh, okay, like he's not a shithead. Don't put him in the same category as like fucking Trippie Redd. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Now, what I don't
not to say Trippie Redd is like complete trash, but I mean, come on.
Yeah,
he's not in the same. He's not in the same fucking category, dog.
No. What I don't agree though, because I agree with Arian Foster what he was saying in that thing, but I don't agree with the whole Tupac wasn't deep at all. No, Tupac was deep.
Did he say Tupac wasn't deep at all?
No, you were saying that.
I didn't say that he wasn't deep at all. I just said that I don't think he. Okay, let me clarify what I was trying to say. I don't think he's as deep as
some other artists.
Yeah, some other artists. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also aware that things evolve past him. He's not there to evolve with it. I also can look at what was happening at the time and look in that world because I was there for it. You know what I'm saying? So I can easily say, yeah, compared to a lot of other artists in that realm, yeah, he was deeper than a lot of other artists. He definitely touched on some topics that got radio play. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Else would dare touch
songs. There's certain songs that he got, like Brenda's Got a Baby, that they played on the radio. Like, that's not a song you play on the fucking radio. You know, that's not a radio.
I'm adding that to the clip, by the way.
Radio.
Shout out Drake. Tupac wasn't deep at all.
Brenda's Got a Baby wasn't deep at all.
Biggie wasn't deep. Shout out to Drake.
Right. Damn.
Drake.
Biggie wasn't deep. Shout out to Drake. God damn.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get shot. Yo,
you going down, bro.
That's almost as bad. That's almost as bad as Diddy saying Rick Ross is the new Biggie.
This is gonna become the Black Todd and Riffa podcast.
That was the last topic, huh?
Riffa and Todd show.
All right.
Hey, we're definitely gonna go to the Dominican Republic. You know
shit. All right, now we're talking.
Was that the last topic?
Pretty much, man. Mystical might be coming on early. We'll see.
We'll see if he comes
we'll
home.
Celebrate it if it happens.
Oh, okay. Listen, I don't know if you're gonna
get celebrated.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna get.
I don't know if you're gonna get celebrated because of the circumstances.
Yeah,
and of everything that's going on. These days and
if
stuff.
If they got R. Kelly the fuck up out of there.
Now, if what they said is true, right, ain't gonna be no parade.
Yeah,
ain't no parade, and I don't know if the album gonna do too well.
You know, there was some Killeen shit that I got caught up right again.
Now, what happened?
I don't really know the details. I remember reading about it way back, but there's actually another rapper out here. I'll show you the rapper.
Because from what it was, I know kidnapping was involved. I didn't realize
shit happened at Harker Heights.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
It was right down the road.
It's right down the road, bro. Yeah. I think they just, I don't know. I don't listen. I don't know
full detail.
I don't know the details.
Don't hold us to.
I don't want to disrespect any women or anything, but I don't know if it was because he did the exact same thing that he did, right? Because before when he got caught up, it was just
he here?
because he actually has an artist that's not from here. He's been out here. He's based out here, but he's from a different city. I'll let you know all about it.
And he had already been in some shit about the same situation years before. Like he was
Mystical?
Yeah, locked up and everything.
So he got locked up for rape.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know if it was gang rape.
I knew kidnapping. I didn't realize it was that too.
It was it was. I don't know if they were running a train on the girl. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the details.
Disregard that celebration.
Yeah. So he went to jail for like 6 years for that. Before all the Me Too. So he came back out, everybody was kind of happy. But he actually ended up signing somebody from this area. Well, they got caught up with this pretty much the same thing. Maybe. I don't know. Details may be a little different. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if they both got locked up or whatever. But I also don't know that if it was somebody that was trying to go for, the cash grab. Like, money. I know you got caught up for this. Let me hit you back up. Yeah, you never know. I don't know if that happened either. And I'm just being honest. All right. Yeah. I don't really know what happened with that, but I know that it was in the same world. One could say that since it happened the first time, if that was true, then he probably did it again. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really know.
How long has he been gone since then? Like, when that happened?
That happened. No, that happened like.
Weren't we doing the podcast when it happened? I thought when he went back to jail. I don't know if that's the first time, but the
second time.
This time that why he.
This was. It was definitely. It was definitely.
We were doing the podcast already, possibly or maybe it was right before.
Maybe.
Black Todd, can you look it up?
I'm clearly not.
My Wi-Fi ain't working here, so I can't.
You're off your job. Never like that.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi.
Either way, yeah. We'll see what will happen because at this moment, I don't know if he'll get. I'm pretty sure he won't get that welcome.
Yeah, it's different. It's definitely different now because that first time it wasn't as he didn't have to deal with the backlash of the Me Too. This time, he's done. Yeah, if he comes out, he tries to do anything,
it's gonna get
music
shut down.
Wise, it's gonna get shut down, regardless if he's innocent or not. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna get Negan. Shut that shit down. No exceptions.
Yeah, you kind of sound like him a little bit. Just a little bit. You did.
I was watching that scene the other day.
Right. Well, I guess that's it, man. We appreciate everybody for listening.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
We got this like right.
You are the real MVP.
Right at 2 hours.
That's not too bad.
It's definitely not as bad as the 240.
That last one that we
episode. Got, like 2 episodes back.
But hey, sometimes you gotta have one of those every once in a while.
Yeah, sometimes you got to, man. It's good content. Make sure you guys subscribe. Leave us a 5-star review on the Apple Podcast app. Subscribe on Spotify, on all the podcast apps.
And wherever there's notifications on any of those, hit the notification.
Absolutely. Follow us on Instagram at BenTrillmatic.
And it's where you get all the lit news.
That's right. And we gonna be up out this thing. Know what I'm saying?
Smoke some, bitch.
You supposed to say no? I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about. I saw lit and I just wanted to get straight to the smoke some, bitch.
Deuces.
We're just switch it all
the whole shit up, man. The whole outro's done.
I feel like you got to do that again.
Nah, we gonna let this shit ride out.
Gotta let it ride.
Yeah, we gotta let it ride. Yeah.
So, smoke something, bitch, or if I go with that.
Thanks for listening to the Truth Be Told podcast. Be sure to subscribe and log on to Trillmatic.com for the latest in underground music, film, fashion, and more.